Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to ZeldaSpeedRuns for a first round matchup in the OoTR S6 tournament between Icenine TM and EarlWeird tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. God, I haven't reached. What the fuck am I doing? So, again, this is round one. We've got Felix Oide 4 and Hagmania on comms tonight. How are you two doing?
Hello.
You could not have mispronounced my name actually worse than that, I think.
I mean, that's what I was going for.
Oh, okay, I figured, but yeah.
I mean, it is
match here for sure.
It's Ping Felix, right? That's what it's supposed to happen.
Yep. Always
All right,
Ping Felix.
All right, gonna hand this one over to you two. We'll get this one started here in a couple minutes.
Sounds good.
We're looking at the stats page. Want to welcome everyone in. Oh my, got a race here between the 22nd seed Icenine TM versus 43rd seed EarlWeird. Stats page showing us average times a little bit lower on Icenine's side. They have raced together 18 times on race time. 15 of those times Icenine has come out on top. EarlWeird 3. So we have seen that Icenine has a bit of an advantage overall, but EarlWeird has taken 3 of those races. Anyone can win this match, although Icenine is the favored seed. Felix, what do you know about these runners? What can you tell us?
So Icenine, what I know is he's very strong Brazilian runner. Like among the community, I don't know if there's a stronger runner from the Brazilian community than Icenine. He is insane. If I remember correctly, he is a very aggressive player. And it's going to be very interesting to see like what he does for the seed. For EarlWeird, that's a name I don't remember as much, but still a very good player. Faced him off in ladder a couple times. I think he did well in I'm gonna butcher something. Season 4, season 5, I forget, but honestly, both these players could take it, and like even just looking at their last 10 races, like yeah, I don't know what to say here. It just looks pretty good overall. OG was top 10 in MMR season 1 as well. Oh, okay. Honestly, that's lack of knowledge on my part.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Icenine coming from the Brazilian squad headed by themselves Scarlet, Louis Ferns, and Ferravilla. Looking to see what the Brazilian Patriots bring to this tournament. We're going to take a look at our starting layout here. Looks like we've got an adult start. And what song is that?
That is Saria's.
That is Saria's song with an adult start. With this in mind, what would you look to do here in your adult 1 section? Just the typical CAC to child, or would you extend it a little bit just based upon having Saria's?
I think having Saria's makes at least adult SFM a potential play, because like the song at adult SFM is in logic with starting Saria's, so I think there's a consideration for going to Kokiri Forest as adult immediately, like getting Midas House out of the way and just getting through Lost Woods as adult faster, getting the SFM hints, and seeing where to go as child from there. And Saria's actually helps a lot with child Lost Woods, so well, it gives you one more check, but it makes that area at least potable. So yeah, we could see many different things here. We could see Child Lost Woods early. We could see adult SFM early. Saria's is just pretty great starting song, but it opens a lot of options that are often just like not as good in the early game. I guess we are about 10 seconds off here. 10 seconds off here, so we'll see what our runners decide to do.
As we are going to kick off another Season 6 Round 1 Winners Bracket match. And we'll get some information here outside of the Temple of Time.
Oh boy, time to read some hints. Oh, he is all dungeons already, Jesus. Full Mask, River. What's his right hand? Okay.
Right out of the gates, we have Zelda's Lullaby on Ocarina of Time.
We're going to be here for 3 hours, baby. Strap in, get some hot chocolate, get some coffee, even if it's late at night. I don't know. Get yourself a hot drink, get comfy, because we're gonna be in for a long one.
Now, do you think the randomizer has been favoring all dungeons compared to previous seasons, or is this just a bit of a confirmation bias that we're experiencing here at the beginning of Season 6?
Well, nothing in Season 6 settings really favors all dungeons. It just kind of, like, I think we're just getting a streak here, and it's, like, yeah, confirmation bias, pretty much. But, to be fair, all dungeon seeds in 1v1s are the true test of execution, because, like, with 8 dungeons to do, the stronger execution runner could gain, like, seconds if not minutes throughout this 8 dungeons, so it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens in that regard. Otherwise, we're just seeing the normal adult CAC play here. It'd probably just see what songs in the windmill, and I would expect. I think in a tournament match, I could see both players just going back child after CAC, but guess we'll see what they decide to do. First big chest is bait. Alright.
Already turning out to be an audience-first experience here. The first hint reads OOT is Zelda's Lullaby, and the first big chest results in ice arrows.
Yep.
Let's find out our song here in the windmill. That'll be Nocturne.
Nocturne. Oh, Nocturne is pretty good, yeah.
Makes routing a particularly gross check. Dompe makes that a little bit easier having Nocturne early.
So already I'm going to disagree with you, because I don't think, like, Dompe raises a gross check in Season 6 anymore. Like, it was gross back in Season 3 where you had to do it twice, but Season 5
I meant
Season
Dompe
6
digging,
made it,
sorry.
Like, oh, Dompe digging, sorry. Okay,
Yes.
I was like, Dompe raise? What is this about?
Sorry,
you're
yeah,
gonna
meant
see both.
digging.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna see both players, like, play Nocturne out of the cow here, do Graveyard in reverse with an extra hint. Always nice. Extra hint, SFM Path to Bongo. I see. And that's not Nocturne.
Things that make you go,
Like, when I see any song area Path to Bongo, I'm immediately thinking, alright, there's Nocturne, but with the fact that Nocturne was in CAC, I'm a bit surprised, and we'll see, like, which song in Adult SFM leads to Bongo.
Big chest in the shield grave is a slingshot.
Sure. Actually, getting Nocturne and Adult CAC here, I would be tempted to just clear Graveyard in reverse, and due to the SFM path, I would be tempted to just go there as Adult right now, since the song is in Logic.
I would tend to agree with you.
Or Tunic on top of the box, I think. Couldn't see that very well.
Nothing our runners will have to worry about.
Yeah, I think my oven just beat, so I'm gonna be right back.
Alright, I can guide us through this Dompe race. As we see a split screen synchronized Dompe race, our runners avoiding void outs and flames alike. What time will we finish with here? Okay, there's only so exciting I can make the Dompe race. Oh, but EarlWeird missing the jump slash at first. 51 for Icenine. A big chest. Gerudo's lit.
Very nice. Honestly, optimizing Dompe race is something like many top runners will take probably hours on, because there's so many like little things you should be doing.
Everything counts, especially in an all dungeon seed. Every little bit of movement will be scrutinized. What ifs, what have you, will be there for reflection after a race. So you want to be executing at the top of your game throughout all 8 dungeons. There's a quick look at our pedestal, and we'll get those medallions.
You can't just do this to me and read the pet in 2 seconds. Alright. Spirit, water, BC, Deku, Shadow. So our stones are Jabu, Forest, and Fire, which means there's going to be a scale somewhere to access Jabu.
With that in mind, are you are you prioritizing a scale as far as I don't know exactly how to phrase this. What does finding a scale and what does not finding a scale early really mean to you with this stone and medallion layout?
Well, really, not finding a scale here would be, I think, what's probably going to happen is we're going to find explosives first and get to Jabu via the river entrance, because like you're going to Coco entry into domain and that'll be that. Unless our child spawn is in domain, not finding a scale early means ZL is going to be out of logic for pretty much like, not now, but ZL's going to be out of logic for a long while in the seed until you find that scale. So for me, there's a good chance of just devaluing ZL checks because I know it's out of logic without this one item.
I love the insight. If you're not aware, my co-commentator has actually raced in the qualifiers for Season 6, did opt out of any tournament play, but a wealth of information here in the booth with me. I am happy to have you by my side. Thank you so much.
Oh god, I struggle with getting complimented, but I mean, I'm happy to have someone who's like just talking, like just pretty much talking about anything else, but also like someone who's asking questions and just like digging into this knowledge of like, yeah, I think it's a great dynamic, yeah.
We try to put on an entertaining product here at ZeldaSpeedRuns, as we check on Talon's chickens.
Yeah, we're probably gonna see the usual plays, just do Lon save warp out of the silo and see where that save warp takes you and just kind of roll with it, because there's not really much else to do. Like, not necessarily, you won't generally see this at top level, but there used to be a meta of people like exiting Lon to go to Valley and Lake here, since it's essentially the best / only time to route it in the early game. But with random child spawn, that meta has generally gone away in favor of just save warping, seeing where that goes, and routing from there, because like GV and Lake are generally slow plays early.
Does Serenade change that at all? It doesn't. You'll just.
Oh yeah, it does.
You say, oh, so what does that change for you?
So essentially, like the reason you want to do GV Lake early is because like generally getting there sucks from pretty much everywhere. But if you have Serenade, getting to Child Lake is fast. You can do Open Grotto out of there and just like head to Valley, and that's kind of just something you can route in whenever because you have Serenade. So like generally if I see Serenade or Scale early on in the game, then I'm less tempted to do the Lake GV loop, because like you can always get there from Serenade and pretty much at any time. The save warping, where does that save warp lead us? Save warp is in CAC. That's not very useful. But if this is the first S6 content you're tuning into, there's we made a change specifically for Season 6 where it is, like, you only have to collect 4 chickens instead of 7 for the Angie's Chickens checks. So, you're probably going to see most runners just do chickens here because the spawn's in CAC, it's a free check with 4 chickens, so just collect them and see what's there. Otherwise, play after CAC might be to do like Child Lake, Open Grotto, and like go to Kokiri, or just head straight to Kokiri after CAC.
Yeah, so once Malign check, no longer skipped that often by our Season 6 runners.
And actually, EarlWeird is choosing to skip it. saw the spawn in CAC, played Serenade, and is just gonna probably head to Kokiri Forest from there. Oh, and there's a strength on chickens. Oh no, that is...
They may regret it as the first progressive strength upgrade found by Icenine after retrieving 4 chickens around you.
Yeah, that makes the chicken skip a lot more costly, but strength is generally an item you can not worry about too much in the early game. Can you go this way? Oh yeah, strength lifts the bomb flowers at the shortcut, so I guess you can do this.
Icenine climbing up the trail to Death Mountain here.
So this play becomes only possible with strength because you use this to get to Child Lost Woods faster, and you can use the strength to, like, let me rephrase that. You use the strength to lift the bomb flowers to the shortcut, the Goron City Lost Woods shortcut, so you can get the Child Lost Woods and the song to Child SFM faster. That's actually something I hadn't even thought about, but it's a really good play here.
And if you're just tuning in here, 12 minutes into our seed, we are looking for efficiencies early on, as we learned with our first hint that the Ocarina of Time will teach us Zelda's Lullaby. So this is all dungeons, as we see EarlWeird studying Pierre, and Icenine using the shortcut from Goron City into the Lost Woods.
Oh yeah, and we found Slingshot. We started with Saria's. Child Lost Woods is actually a very interesting play here, since you can come back with adult. Rephrase that. You can come back as adult with explosives and full clear the entire area. So this is a great play. You can do this. You can do the song at SFM, and you can get Mido's house out of the you can get Mido's house out of the way after that. This is a great density play from Icenine.
EarlWeird is taking your suggested path up to Open Grotto here. Gonna read a hint and look at a small chest.
Open Grotto's got nothing. 50 skulls is dead. At least we're not doing AD and 50.
Oh, that's a bomb bag on target in the woods.
that strength on chickens into DNT Goron City plays really paying off then. And there's another big chest behind bombs. Frogs 2 is light arrows, oh boy!
All dungeons light arrows. Hey, at least the seed is being fair. And there's the Kokiri sword.
What?
Wow,
Excuse me,
Icenine.
Cubs, what is this seed? So essentially the only play in this seed was to get to Lost Woods as fast as possible with Slingshot. Bomb bag and Kokiri sword, Jesus.
Season 6 and the Old Testament sharing something in common, as we've seen a plague of frogs in both.
But yeah, 80 frogs, 2 seeds. Generally, this is the kind of seed where you want to be fucking. What?
So if you could ask for a better child 1, I'm not sure it could be provided to you, Icenine TM.
Yeah, I mean, like, with AD Frogs too, this is the kind of seed where you want to be thorough, so Icenine is playing this, like, very well, just doing chickens, using that strength to get the shortcut out of the way, finding the bomb bag, finding the sword, using that bomb bag to get the one check in Child Goron City that you can, that actually works out because that's the hook shot. I don't think you can have a better early game than Icenine is having right now. Obviously, like, EarlWeird is going to find all the items in Lost Woods later, but he's still going to find them, like, fairly soon. But it does give, like, a few, probably a minute or two advantage to Icenine from an early game point of view.
Yes, child spawn is in Kakariko, coming out of the windmill. And that's nothing in Mido's house. Wow. Okay, so EarlWeird is going to go into Lost Woods, though, we presume, and find that bomb bag, though. So that should lead them on the path.
Yep, on the path to everything. I love that, like, Child Lost Woods is absolutely loaded, yet Midos has nothing. That's my favorite kind of seeds. I guess there is nothing to find in the early game anymore. The Goron is the hover boots. Okay, cool. Now we've got to find a claim check now. Or any adult trade item, I guess, up from prescription.
You check the song here at the Saria song. Check.
A bonus that is going to be required.
We have a horse.
Nocturne is Song of Storms.
So we will need completion of the Spirit Temple, Water Temple, and Dodongo's Cavern. Well, Dodongo's should be straightforward, but gonna need a couple more items before we can get Song of Storms out of Spirit and Water.
Yep.
A duplicate of the hover boots.
More hover boots hints. Alright, 80 Fox 2 Big Goron. Yep.
And the duplicate of the light arrows hint. Oh dear.
Absolutely nothing to see in SFM.
But we are
And
on
chickens.
the path to Bongo Bongo, so Epona's would be our only hint there. We have to see what the adult song is.
But yeah, Icenine is just going to finish clearing out Child Lost Woods here, probably go to Sword Chest, Deku Tree, and that'll be the early game after that. Sergeant, what the hello? Why Child Lost Woods is the entire seed?
I take back what I said about the Spirit Temple. We can at least dive in.
Yeah, is the scrub the bow? Come on, let's see it. Goron City to Rova. Probably the hook shot. Okay, no bow here. See, so bridge script was nothing, that was nothing. Alright. Yeah, ADP is up OT, bigger on hovers, Fox 2 lights. Fun time. So it's, what do we have? So, Secret Forest Meadow Path to Bongo, so far, Wolfo's Grotto was nothing, so it's either Epona's or the song in Adult SFM. Epona's could be very easily pointing towards GTG, which we can do a surprising amount at 18 minutes.
That's right. We've got string 2 already. Don't adjust your set.
Yep. I'm shocked there is no Lost Woods path at this point, but I guess we'll see if there is one. Serenade was not right? Yeah. What do you do after Deku Tree? There is a non-zero part of me that just wants to like pick up Scarecrow and like Shadow Temple to oh Jesus. Yeah, Shadow to Morpha means that's okay. Long Shoulder Iron's in there.
Yeah, if that was the Zora Tunic on the Graveyard Ledge, then we're looking at the other hook or Iron Boots. Graveyard is on the path to King. Oh, Slingshot.
Slingshot for bombs.
Okay.
Yep. So that bomb bag in Lost Woods is Way the Hero.
You might have heard it here before as the first logical bomb bag. That would be the one that the seed intends you to pick up first.
But yeah, we're pretty much going to see Icenine clear out Deku. We're going to see EarlWeird probably not far behind
We
Biggest
thought we might get
advantage.
double forest. It's double baby forest here in Deku Tree.
Double baby forest. I've never heard of Deku referred to as baby forest. But honestly, I don't dislike it. Yeah, we're missing a Goma path, which is probably gonna be Lost Woods, yeah. Because it can't be Graveyard for the path swing shot, so probably just Lost Woods.
If any, oh sorry, please.
After Deku Tree, where do you go? You have Bomb's hookshot, so you can get the song in Crator, you can get the song in Adult FM. You can
I think
clear out of Goron City with Strength 2, like...
Yeah, I think swinging over to Bomb 2 Bowling and going adult seems like the play.
Angle is bringing up in chat that you can actually probably... There is a certain point to turning in the letter here, but I'm not sure it's, like... I don't think turning in letter right now is necessary, since you can always, like, you can probably get a scale in adult and wait on river a bit, but the hints in river make it actually somewhat interesting.
Does Needing Frogs 2 and the song in Ice Cavern lean you towards turning in river as a better play? Or turning in Rudo's letter as a better play, or is that still not really equating?
I know I'm gonna have to go to Jabu before Frogs 2 is ever a thing, so not really. Like,
Fair enough.
You'll always have to, like, either go twice through river or...
That's right, yes. You need Zelda's Lullaby, understood.
But I'm generally known to, like, not do river early, so I would probably just try DC, try to get more song at this point, and... Essentially my reasoning is I don't want to turn in letter right now, because ice is, like, very far away from me. And if I can get a scale in that time, then there's no reason to be, like, there, I guess. Since you know ZL's far in the seed, you know Domain's not in logic. Even if Storms is late, I don't see a good reason to go up River Domain right now. And I would much rather, like, get Bomb Tree Bowling, get DC, get 2 songs, maybe even consider GTG as an option. Like, Adult just seems very strong right now, and in a 1v1, like, I think just density, just density, yeah. Otherwise, nothing in Deku Tree, but I assume there's pretty much gonna be nothing else in Sphere Zero since we've already found the entire seed.
The world will be our oyster when we change to adult.
Yep. Let's see, what are we seeing from... I guess... Icenine is heading out of Kokiri. Oh, he's doing Sword Chest now. Okay. So the strength EarlWeird is missing is on chickens. Wait,
Do you stop at
Victory's
5
Sword-
hearts, or with explosives, would you just not open up small chests?
I generally like to stop at 5, but... I think I would continue opening small chests at least, like, until 5 hearts, but I would probably not take too much time opening small chests anymore. Like, if I open a grotto and I see a small chest, I'm just staying away. Like, I'll open small chests probably, like, in dungeons and things, but if I have to walk, like, 5 feet for a small chest, then that's staying there. It's like one of the main reasons to open up small chests in the early game is bomb shoes, and we have explosives already.
Yes, and in all dungeons, Frogs 2 seed, it may not be about the checks you do make, it'd be about the checks you don't. Saving time wherever possible.
Let's see. I thought Icenine was gonna play Serenade to go adult here, but I guess this is a child's late play. I wonder if he intends to like peek the Rudo's letter spot, do South Field, do Valley, and just like get those early Sphere Zeros out of the way and not worry about them for the rest of the seed. Throx 2 is light arrows. I don't disagree with Icenine's play here because I think with this current layout I would want Scarecrow because I would want to go to GTG from Lake and pick up the adult Lake checks along the way, but that's not a like. It's a pretty weak reason to do Lake right now.
Look like a piece of heart there at the Rudo's letter spot. As EarlWeird is finishing out the Deku tree, we can see that Icenine's early strength from chickens and the routing therein gain them a little bit of efficiency.
I wouldn't necessarily call it efficiency, but that strength 2 is going to be very useful for adult if like you end up making that GTG play or you end up like going to Spirit because Requiem is available in one of the 2 song checks we have. But it's going to be mainly like, I think you can easily assume that your opponent also picks up strength 2 if it's just like at your spawn location. So Icenine doesn't know that EarlWeird is just going to miss that strength, and it's very hard to tell yourself, oh, my opponent missed this, so let's like rush things behind it, even though that would be fairly advantageous. Oh, I see Icenine's doing all this for time. Oh, he did Child Lake for time of day routing. Pretty smart. As for when Engel does... As for when EarlWeird does chickens, as asked in chat, I am not certain. Since Storms is late and Storms is behind strength 2. It's gonna have to be an eventually. Or a hopefully eventually. You can see Icenine is like being very careful not to fall off. That is the 1v1 pressure of just, alright, don't fall off now because you're gonna lose like 2 minutes. And those 2 minutes can really matter, especially at this level.
Oh yes, two minutes. That's a lifetime in a 1v1.
Like 2 minutes, it doesn't seem long right now, but like it can absolutely make or break a race. We've seen races decided by less than 1 second in the past. And at that point, everything matters.
Did Icenine check this with the Boulder of Destiny here? Oh, there's your Lost Woods path. We didn't have it before.
Yep.
Lost Woods on the path to Queen Goma. Icenine has brought a dog with them to Bombchu Bowling, and finding nothing of use.
I wonder if Shadow to Morpha could be for something that unlocks ZL. Like, something that unlocks Lullaby to finish Shadow later.
Implying a required double dip.
Yep. You could see, like, if you get hovers, like, it's very far away still, but you could see, like, the Rang and Shadow behind Din's Magic hovers, so you get the Jabu a lot later and you have to double dip Shadow. It's actually, it's actually pretty common in seeds where, like, Shadow is available and it's ZL on AD. The Shadow is a fairly dense dungeon.
I jam-packed 30 minutes to start this Winners Bracket Round 1 action here in Season 6. Icenine TM versus EarlWeird. 22 seed versus 43. As Icenine has taken their slew of items back to adult. EarlWeird following right behind. Just a few moments behind there on the timings. EarlWeird is currently missing another strength upgrade that was found on chickens. But with the whole seed open to us basically at this point, we will see many checks before EarlWeird thinks about child again. So they've got plenty of time here to find another strength, actually, and, you know, not have that cost them too much.
And if you're wondering how similar their early routings were, a second ago they were on equal number of bombs and nuts until Icenine opened the grotto that EarlWeird is about to do. So essentially the routing through the early game has been pretty much the exact same minus like a few changes, and that changes unfortunately the strength on chickens for EarlWeird, but it's not over yet. Definitely many things can happen, so we'll see where the seed takes us.
Definitely an advantage, though, is we're going to get to see Goron City Maze left side here. If there is something there, that is a distinct advantage for Icenine.
For sure. There is a chance that EarlWeird is able to like either peek it, see it's nothing, and like, okay, it doesn't matter, or it's a big chest, but the left side of the maze is like also a big chest, so you can just jump over the boulders and get it. Like I think there's fairly little scenarios where EarlWeird gets hard punished for not having strength 2 here. The biggest punish will be like if it comes to like, does he end up in GTG without it? Does he end up close to Spirit and like just doesn't have it as well? Like it's going to be interesting to see. Big chest, first chest of DC. What do we got here? It's a bow. God damn it! All right. Anyone want to full clear GTG at like 30 minutes?
The Gerudo Training Grounds now open for Icenine's pickings.
Comms are ahead. Okay, I guess I'll be fresh. But yeah, before like any talk of GTG, we're definitely going to see both runners just book it the forest after this for a 4th dungeon reward.
And also to get that song at Adult Sacred Forest Meadow.
So yeah, the forest play is just insanely strong right now after DC, so I doubt these runners do anything else.
Yep, as some of our chatters have struck the command there, you can see that Sacred Forest Meadow is on the path to Bongo Bongo. We have retrieved Epona's song, but the adult minuet check is still there.
So yeah, I'm gonna take a second to retrospect what EarlWeird did in the staircase room. Essentially, there's no way to explain this in a good way, but the trigger for the stairs going down extends like to some of the walls. I think is the best way I can explain that, and you can just like bomb one of the walls and at the same time it's something else, and I forget what it is, but it just ends up throwing down the staircase without you hitting one of the sides. Hit it with 2 separate sources. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, chat. You can always count us on Twitch chat, on Twitch chat's OOT scientists whenever an OOT race is on, because this game has been dissected to hell.
You love to see the energy and enthusiasm poured into this community. It's what makes me keeps coming back season after season. And I hope you guys choose to do the same. This
What
is a
is
huge week in the speed gaming community, as we've got our Season 6 Winners Bracket Round 1 kicking off here, along with awesome games done quick. I hope you guys are enjoying all the content available for speed fans out there. Goron Sword.
Did you say speed gaming? I'm sorry.
I said speed fans, but there you go.
Oh, I thought I heard speed gaming in there when we were on ZSR. I was like,
Well,
But yeah, Games Done Quick is happening this week as well. Someone just dropped a live world record on Galaxy 2. Yo. I was playing Galaxy 2 recently, actually, not to go too far, but I 242 Galaxy very recently, and the perfect run took me like 40 lives to beat. Legitimately took me an hour. But yeah, I guess as DC is done, we're gonna see our runners head up to Goron City. Probably grab the Crator song along the way, just in case you can just minuet out of there. And yeah, unfortunately, we're going to see Double Forest. God, this seat is even nice enough to give you BGS like right before Forest in DC Boss Room. As much as the seat sucks with the AD and the Fox 2, I think it's just going to be a long one rather than a hard one.
yes, fairly generous, fairly fair, with all the information being up front. When you get so much information, is Forest early kind of nice? You get to think about things, get to process everything that's gone on in the race thus far, and your strategy coming up next.
Yeah, I mean, Forest is pretty much 14 minutes of think time, because like most top runners have done you do Forest probably 200, 300 times. It's just on autopilot at that point. So you let the muscle memory through, and you just think about, okay, what do I do after Forest? In this case, I'm not sure there's too many like good options, but like after Forest, if you pick up the Crator song, you can always like do a fire dip for progression, but it really depends on the two songs you get in Crator and Meadow, and that's really what you need to see at this point. So you get the two songs and think about what to do with Forest. I mean, I've been talking too much, my dinner's cold now.
I can pick up some slack. Icenine heading back up to Goron City. EarlWeird completing adult shooting here. We're looking for a bit of direction as we gonna go possibly pick up the song in Crator and head into Forest Temple. Icenine, I think, is at 6 skulls now, 6 skull tokens. I do believe that 50 skulls has been hinted dead. Let me...
Yeah, I don't think we've seen a 30 or 40 hint.
No,
And
30 and 40.
Not to continue talking, but also like with an AD seed with ZL late, like you can get so many skulls in dungeons because you know those are required, and like skulls become a lot easier to grab in an all dungeon seed, at least from my experience. Yeah, this is what I wanted to see. Goron Maze, any big chests in here?
Any items in the Goron City maze?
Nope, and the hint is junk, so I guess there is nothing to see here. Also, there is a much easier way to go through the maze with Strength 2 that involves not going through the right side of the first boulder, but the left side of the first boulder, so you end up only lifting 4 boulders and you have access to all 3 checks. So you don't end up lifting like unnecessary amounts of boulders.
Some mindful resource management as Icenine picks up a bomb refill from the Goron City shop. I'm gonna head into the crater.
Yeah, I've bought bombs from that shop several times because like there's so many things that costs bombs around here, and the shop is just like right there for free. I don't know what this conversation is in chat right now, but referring to Rando as 5545 tea leaf reading seems really seems really fun.
That was a sometimes, or sorry, that was a hint for the central pillar of Water Temple being a dead check.
And Toilet's a small key, so yeah, you can actually just leave nothing in GTG.
And a couple more bombs for Icenine. Not unhappy to see that. Alright, Requiem Spirit on the Bolero check.
Yeah, Requiem opens Spirit, which is insane now. You pretty much know that after this, like you finish the Crater loop, you finish Forest, and you can just pop straight into Spirit. Even like it is ZL-less, but you can try to see like what's happening in Spirit with key logic, I guess. But I'd still like probably play Requiem, do the Colossus area, and maybe just reverse straight into GTG with the Epona path.
Speaking of paths, the other song here in Sacred Forest Meadow will give us a bit of information regarding killing Bongo Bongo.
What is the worst song they could get here? It's not ZL, it's not Storms. So there's 3 songs here that do nothing, and there's 2 songs that unlock maybe 1 or 2 checks.
The worst song is probably Prelude.
I mean, I would like to have Prelude here just for child movement, but yeah, it is Prelude, so...
Fair enough. We can get rid of our discount Prelude with Serenade, and we can just use the real deal itself. So we do know now that Epona's is the path to Bongo Bongo. So I would say the Gerudo Fortress area intensifies.
For sure. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a better play after Forest, unless we get like a really major item in here that is just going to be not reversing to GTG. Like it's going to be hard to find a stronger play. Actually, with both plays, I was having picked up Scarecrow, probably going to see something along the lines of Adult Lake to get those checks out of the way. Clearing out the rest of the field with the horse, because that's pretty much the fastest way to do it. You can peek... I don't know, we don't have bomb shoes, so we can't really peek Gerudo Valley. That's kind of annoying. But yeah, after that, probably just Adult Lake, Field, Fortress, GTG. See what happens afterwards.
Of note, we have not turned in Rudo's letter, or neither runner has turned in Rudo's letter, so they won't have a bottle to complete Big Pose with at the moment. That is logically behind Epona's, right?
Yeah, that is logically behind Epona's, but right now, Big Pose is like not my biggest worry, I guess, because it is out of logic. Since we can't logically turn in letter to actually get the empty bottle.
Understood.
But yeah, as we see, like, EarlWeird's probably gonna have a rougher time in Forest because, like, even with BGS, not being able to crouch stab really sucks. Big chest in Forest, let's see what we got here. Okay, pretty much nothing important. BKT, fire arrows. Icenine getting bullied by some Octoroks, while EarlWeird's getting bullied by some Stalfos.
And really, with all dungeons, your suggested path through of Serenade to Field to GTG, that's, I mean, there's no real advantage to just going straight to Spirit and reversing. You're gonna have to do it all anyway, you presume.
Yeah, I presume that, like, when I see an ADC like this, I presume that it's a full clear, and just like try to route in as many areas efficiently as possible, and just like see what happens from there. But that's kind of just my style.
Yes, EarlWeird not having too tough a time there on their first fight, shieldless, but see if they can keep it up through the rest of Forest here, as another small key in the well here at Courtyard.
He did both. Like, I was wondering how EarlWeird was in the block bush room before Icenine, but this is probably actually the faster route if you get a key, like, if you get a key early on. And I guess something I get to talk about every time Prelude is mentioned on Restream in S6 is that pretty much both these players are on original hardware or playing on their Wii at home. So resetting takes forever. So they get to use Prelude instead of resetting to get the tempo of time faster. On emulator, like, Prelude and save warping are generally even-ish, but on PC you can save, like, I think it's 5 or 6 seconds every Prelude.
Alright, EarlWeird going to recoil down to the other ledge here in Forest. Easy every time.
That trick, yeah, that trick here, like, of recoiling to the ledge in Forest is probably one of the first tricks, like, probably one of the first dungeon tricks you should know, because Forest can sometimes just be hovers locked, and having to come back with hovers just sucks. So being able to full clear Forest with the requirements no matter what is always a great thing to know.
In my pathetic attempts to complete some seeds, I indeed taught myself to recoil. So I do know, I do know how to do that one. I taught myself, the 3 tricks I taught myself were in Deku and Forest, actually.
Yeah, D1 skip is, if not like essential, probably the most important trick. And if anything, like, if you're just looking for tricks to learn, like, D1 skip is always great, and ground jumping has, like, uses pretty much everywhere in the game. I guess I just noticed that on Icenine screen, that is 4 keys on the key counter. So we have found all the keys in Forest already. Which means the back of Forest is just going to be 7 items because the boss key was in the first check. If you were in Go mode, this would be legitimately a God Forest.
Unfortunately, it'll just be our 3rd dungeon that we're clearing out. Still hunting for items. If you're just now tuning in, welcome. We're just over 51 minutes here into bracket action. Here in Season 6, Icenine, the 22nd seed, has a slight lead through the Forest Temple over EarlWeird, the 43rd seed. Icenine does have an additional major item on their tracker, you'll note. Strength 2, which he found on chickens in right after their spawn in Kakariko Village as child. EarlWeird notably saved and quit and then played Serenade directly to Lake.
I guess now is a good as time as any to shout out our runners on Restream. Please, they're putting on a great show for us, and yeah, please follow them. It's help them keep growing, help the community grow, and more people find out about OoTR.
I'll take the next part here, and I'll shout out our trackers. We got Lava Plume and ATM Shadow. Thank you for paying attention because we're all big dummies here in chat and in the booth. So thank you for doing the heavy work there.
Hey, what do you mean, big dummies? Hold up.
Hey, man. Hey, now. Hey, what am I saying here? I should let this big smarty introduce themselves. My name is Hagmania. Who do I have with me in the booth, please?
You have this big idiot right here. No, I'm sorry. This is Felix14. If you haven't heard of my name by now in the OoTR community, it's because I don't know what to say. I do everything. Smile. No, that's a joke. I just end up organizing a bunch of things, and love the community, love hanging around it. So doing comms like this is great.
Yes,
I'm not the page.
Oh, please
Sorry,
go ahead.
I just I'm not. Yeah. The patron saint of Sunsong OOT. No, I did it once, and it's been a meme ever since. As I was on a restream with What the Hell's Marco and Sea Falcon, which I think all 3 are in this tournament right now. Big Chest and Forest, so I might have to come back to it later.
Megaton Hammer.
Is the Hammer and Forest. Yeah, on restream with What the Hell's Marco Sea Falcon. 3 runners in the current S6 tournament. And I was pretty much at a point at the end of the game where I had the choice between going to Ice Cavern and Bottom of the Well or just doing Stone Jabu for Sunsong. And I ended up doing Stone Jabu for Sunsong, which locked Kokiri's sword in the grave. So that's how I won that weekly that was my first weekly win, and that's how I won my first week. My first weekly win was by 13 minutes, and it's just kind of been a meme.
A meme we celebrate to this day. We thank you for it. Another big chest here in the falling ceiling.
Forest is loaded.
That's the lens.
I guess, yeah, finding Hammer and Forest, I mean, essentially means you're going to go to fire after this.
We'll have to put those GTG plans on hold.
Mm-hmm.
met
Yeah,
Earl.
you might see. Oh, go
Oh,
ahead.
please. No, please.
You might see some runners like after forest here. Your plan is definitely to go to fire, but going to Adult Lake to get the Scarecrow for what is potentially like required Pierre would really be annoying. So I would be shocked to see most players here go to Adult Lake to pick up the Scarecrow and just not head straight to fire. That's all I had to say.
I was just gonna vamp, a little bit more time here in Forest, but we do see Icenine gonna clean up Meg here and head on into the basement. See if Earl taking the slow path here, taking it safe.
One question on my mind right now is how is EarlWeird going to handle doing Phantom Ganon without a shield?
It could be a time pickup for Icenine. Earl has comported himself fairly well, shieldless thus far, but Phantom Ganon could cause a bit of a problem.
Bombag was on target in the woods, which is why the slingshot in Graveyard is path picking the Dongo.
It seemed like ages ago, because it was, that I made the comment about having Nocturne early to help with Dompe digging, and yet this is so far from our minds now with the plethora of items that have been given to our runners.
Definitely, like, Dompe digging is the last thing on my mind right now, other than looking at it and being like, how am I ever going to route this check?
It's our job to pick up on those ones and twos that might be eluding our runners, but plenty of items, plenty of information as Icenine heads into Phantom Ganon.
Well, we're not too far behind. I think that's, from here, I think it's about 3 minutes. But so far, like, if I were to give general summary of the race, seems like Icenine's going to be just probably ahead for the mid game, has the strength to, and has a few minutes ahead from Forest. Otherwise, a lot is still open, so everything can still change. Wait, is Phantom Ganon giving us one last item in Forest? Goron Tunic? Yeah, sure.
I say
Honestly,
that counts.
Yeah, that counts. And that's actually really nice because you planned to go to fire after this, but 4 hearts was going to make it maybe a little difficult, especially with no bottle. So Goron Tunic on Phantom Ganon here is pretty much the perfect timing. Yet Icenine is going to choose to play Requiem first. What do you think about this?
My only thought surrounds the hover boots, but it really doesn't make sense because you just glitchless jump to Volvagia. So I'm not really sure why you wouldn't go to Forest. Probably a question for the post race.
Yeah, for sure. I think that was gold scale on the beam.
All right. Yeah, getting Minuet or Bolero here is helpful for sure. Getting back.
And well, we are going to see Zealous Spirit here. Okay.
This is an interesting play, especially with that hammer dropping in Forest.
I think, like... Yeah, I kind of wonder why. I think the best time to do Fire was probably after Forest, but I guess, like, if you're looking to just find items, then... Yeah, this is pretty great.
You Stone Forest, you say, Kyrie. Well, if you'll just exclamation point OOT, you'll see it teaches us Zelda's Lullaby. Past the 1 hour mark. Happy 1 hour, everyone.
Happy hour. And Spirit is going to be CL locked or child locked maybe, so not gonna see any more of Spirit for this moment. Okay, and there's the plan. Okay, so the plan was just trying to get Requiem, or like I guess Minuet or Bolero from no?
But recalling that they have Serenade and a Warp Song now, I believe they are going to go set Pierre.
Okay, so yeah, they can set Pierre now and play Minuet to get the fire. Okay.
Bit of a gamble. If Minuet or Bolero are not on Requiem, you put yourself in a bit of a spot getting back there.
Yeah, getting back the fire, your fastest way would probably be Nocturne, which means you have to like climb DMT doing no checks again. Which is why like I probably would have considered not even like grabbing the song from Colossus, not even grabbing Pierre yet, and just seeing what fire has to offer before grabbing this.
But Earl is going to play Nocturne. I think they have 10 skulls. This might be a visit to the Skull House.
This might be a 10 skull and shield buy, actually.
Yeah, good call. EarlWeird suffered through a shieldless forest temple. Performed pretty well, though.
Yeah, not too much time loss. Gets an extra check along the way. Nothing to see on either side here. Really, Icenine? What is, Okay, this decision shocks me, I think. If you're going to go to Lake to set up Scarecrow and do adult fishing, I feel like the logical continuation of that play is just getting the check on top of the lap as well. I don't know, that seems like a weird skip to me.
You did mention that Icenine was generally aggressive in their plays, so perhaps this is just a go aggressive now, I'll come back if I have to.
You do lab with South Field later? Sure, yeah. That actually makes a lot of sense.
EarlWeird taking the trek you mentioned, playing Nocturne, buying a shield, and walking up the trail.
Whoop, that is... Don't fall down the bridge. Okay, we are going to see our second stone dungeon. Probably... God, these runners are pretty much like... If not seconds, like... Yeah, a few seconds behind each other. Going into Stone Fire here. It's more if we're just looking for, like, imbalances on this game's position. Like, EarlWeird has turned in 10 skulls. so it's even like less likely to go back to CAC for chickens. And Icenine has the strength too and has Minuet. Minuet's probably not gonna see much use though, since pretty much the entire forest area is out at this point. It probably would see some use if ice is required.
Effective menu management, Icenine. Showing off the skills.
Yep.
I know it's second nature to the top runners, but it does every moment matters. So every time you can save a menu, save a pause, that's time saved.
For sure. And yeah, I will pretty much constantly do this, where I will like pause once, pause again, and just like forget that, damn it, like I wanted to equip something or I wanted to do stuff.
And let's our paths that we have here. Let's review just a little bit here as we're climbing up fire. Another small key. Okay, so
Okay.
ooh, there you go. And the BK. Volvagia is ripe for the killing. Right, so we have we've seen Lost Woods Queen Goma, which is resolved. That was the Kokiri sword. Sacred Forest Meadow to Bongo Bongo. The only thing of note there is Epona's song, so see what hides behind the horse. Graveyard to King Dodongo, quite straightforward. Slingshot to Bombag. Goron City to Twin Roba, also very straightforward. That was the hook shot. Although we have not seen all the checks in Goron City, so could still be something there. And Shadow Temple to Morpha. We're expecting only thing left really would be the other hook shot or Iron Boots.
Or pretty much something that locks Lullaby, but that seems unlikely at this point.
Yes.
Like it would have to specifically be the boomerang in Shadow. Now, I would be sort of faced with a dilemma here of, due to not having Bolero, going back to fire just kind of sucks. And I would, like, if I went out of my way to pick up Scarecrow, like, it's not really out of the way, but if I went out of my way to pick up Scarecrow and the boss key was so early in fire, you're kind of just leaving the entire dungeon behind. Like, without finding any items in it, so I wonder if, like, I don't think not having Bolero here kind of sucks, but clearing fire now feels incorrect because the Epona Watt is like such a clear direction towards GTG that it doesn't I guess it doesn't feel worth to clear fire right now, even though it very much sucks to get back. Yeah. But these ones are showing off very smooth Volvagia kills. And nothing on Volvagia either, so not having a key on Volvagia also means the entirety of fire is not hovers locked, which means it is currently in logic to climb fire. Whether or not that impacts your decision, who knows?
Yes, I was wondering if some nice sword twirls there from Icenine. Is he gonna head back in to fire? Earl going to play Requiem. So the first real decision point, I would say here, between these two runners, honestly, it's Icenine going back into Fire Temple, having already slain Lovagia as EarlWeird dips out. Now there is another bit of variance between these two runners. That is, EarlWeird has not collected Strength 2 from chickens, but we shall see if they run with their new progression here. Knowing that Minuet is at Requiem, probably not gonna do too much for them, but they will discover. Oh, nope, not going back in. Don't have ZL, don't have Mirror Shield, not gonna go back in.
Not Strength 2 either.
Oh yes, they are missing Strength 2. I just mentioned it.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised that Icenine chose to make the decision to not follow Epona's at this point with Strength 2. That actually kind of surprises me. Like, I would be more tempted to go back into Fire if I was EarlWeird in that scenario, because not having Strength 2 means GTG feels a little weaker, even if not by much. But having Strength 2 and like having somewhat of a quick way back to Fire with Minuet means I would be less tempted to do this. But I guess we'll see how it pays out.
And Earl potentially actually going back into Fire. They are confirming the Scarecrow song. I don't think that makes sense though. You go all the way to set. Yeah, I don't believe that. I think if you were gonna go back into Fire as Earl's position, you would just risk leaving something on Scarecrow.
Oh, Earl didn't have Pierre, right? Yeah, so that makes sense that he didn't go back in. I'm just surprised to see it from Icenine with Strength 2 and like so many other options available.
Sometimes it's hard to put a sunk cost behind you. You've invested the time into it.
To be fair, like personally, I like the Fire clear here because it's like, okay, get it out of the way. Don't ever worry about it. Bolero is never useful anymore, so just it's dead. Like it does kind of leave Crator Fairy behind, but you can always get those fairies later together when you have ZL.
Peeking another small chest.
There's a key. Okay. 4 items in Fire still. I guess we're gonna see Earl is probably going to do Field Valley GTG. Guessing that's the plan here. Small chest. Yeah, okay, there's the Gerudo play. So hopefully for EarlWeird, the item in GTG is not Strength 2 locked, but there's a actually pretty good chance that it isn't, so...
Can't exactly be a great feeling going into GTG without Strength 2.
It's never a great feeling, but it happens so often that you just kind of end up doing it. Like, there are so many seeds where Strength 2 is just like sitting in GTG, and if you don't go with every other item in the book, then like you just miss out on it. And GTG is too strong to just ignore. I guess this is the fated check that EarlWeird would have left behind if he had gone back into Fire. That is definitely a question I'm going to ask in the interview, though. If we do end up seeing them, is why go back into Fire at this point? Even if it doesn't cost anything. More keys. Oh. Oh, that's a thing. That's in Remote Southern? Okay, 30 skulls is the mirror shield. I guess we are going to go grab skulls after all. No wait, there's a big chest in fire. I want to see what it is. Okay. It's the No. What is this? Oh my god, dude, really? The boomerang is indeed deep in fire. There's another item on highest Goron. What? Stop. Fire has 6 items. Where are all these items coming from? Actually, do we know? Yeah, I think we do know that hammer chest is a key here, but to get the highest Goron check without Song of Time, you pretty much have to either like ground jump up there, or you need to go to hammer chest. I think in this case, Icenine probably has. I don't know if we saw keys, but I think Icenine forgot to count keys and doesn't know that hammer chest is a key. Because if you know hammer chest is a key, then ground jumping up on the pillars and getting the highest Goron that way is definitely going to be faster. But with Boomerang, that is technically ZL unlocked for Icenine. Just has to go to Jabba to do it. Oh right, Icenine doesn't know that 30 skulls is mirror shield, so he might be more tempted to skip some skulls. Now there's some kind of dynamic to talk about. Even though the boomerang is a massive advantage for Icenine at this point. Okay, so he knows it's a key, but doesn't know the ground jumps. The hint from Mirror Shield is in Remote Southern Grotto right now. We haven't seen another hint. Yeah, definitely the Rang is going to be... Okay, it's just a bottle. Yeah, the Rang is going to be the hardest item for EarlWeird to find probably, since without Bolero, going back to fire just is not happening. Oh yeah, I guess that was a big pro bottle. Whoops. Not on HBA, it seems. There's a bow on HBA. Very cool. Is this even randomized? So yeah, probably going to see... Yeah, Icenine is just gonna go to Jabu here, get Lullaby. Hopefully there's a 30 skull hint in River Domain Fountain for him to find, so he can just continue grabbing skulls. Otherwise that will remain an advantage for EarlWeird. But yeah, there is an interesting point raised that now there is definitely potential for like Jabu is still out of logic right now since ZL is behind it, so there's definitely potential for a scale to be part of some paths here or there. Lord Banana was on Fire Temple Compass Chest, which is deep fire. Yep. Fortunately, you cannot make that jump, I think. Yeah, Earl chose to not continue in fire since he did not have Scarecrow. That might have been part of Icenine's plan all along of just grabbing Pierre and full clearing fire at that point. Even if you get locked out. Which, honestly, is probably a good strategy when you don't expect Bolero to appear. It looks like Icenine is having some internet issues. Okay, never mind. The scale is Sphere 0. This game sucks. But also, yeah, Frog and GDG confirms the Epona path. So that could be it to what's in the Gerudo area. Right, now with the scale in River, Jabu's in logic, so there's no worries about logic anymore. Mirror Shield's on 30, Irons or Longshots in Shadow. No idea where Dins is, no idea where Magic is. Yeah, both runners' internet are chugging a bit, but the show must go on, so. Okay, nothing else in GTG so far. I guess the question for Icenine is, what do you do after Jabu? And there's probably a few good answers here. You finish Domain, you can do Fountain. Ice is going to be progression like 70% of the time because you need every song for Frogs 2. So that's probably a fine play. Child Spirit is probably progression as well because there's a solid chance you can get locked out as adult here. VTG is always an option because opponent's path. Yeah. Icenine is definitely not out of options here. So on EarlWeird's side, getting the hovers right away from Goron doesn't really help at all because no Dins, no Magic, and no ZL even. We know there's going to be nothing for AD and Shadow, so a Shadow dip would just feel pretty terrible.
No clue how long I was muted, but we were doing. I was doing Phantom comms along with you. We were in sync perfectly.
Oh damn!
You had the 6 tips going on.
I was wondering if you were muted or not, but I was like, okay, I'll just continue talking.
My question that I asked, I was just like, we were just like bouncing back and forth, just vibing. Anyway, my question to you was, what was your route? What's your route to Big Goron Sword here? Like, you don't want to save and quit, right? So.
Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. In EarlWeird's position with Frog, you don't want to save warp, so you can Serenade, I guess. You can Serenade, give the frog to get the frog in the lab, get eye drops, and then run straight to Big Goron and just run. So it's actually a pretty easy route to follow here. Or I guess you could even like leave GTG and just drop down Valley and go turn in the frog. And that's what he's choosing to do, I think.
Could see that. Of course.
How long have you been muted?
Oh dear. Oh, has it just been ages? Good lord.
I think I haven't heard from you in like 10-15 minutes. I was getting concerned.
Christ. Yeah, I have a very rambunctious dog, and he's barking over top of me.
I've been there. When my golden doodle was like 3 or 4 years old, and he barks at everything. So yeah, I used to just not be able to do comms because he would just bark at any hour, any moment.
Oh, I may have to reevaluate my canine situation, but we can evaluate this race right now. Icenine having a distinct advantage, just finding the items, going back into deep fire, finding that ring. Oh, there's magic. That is a nice pickup.
Yeah, magic in the waterfall. So more Sphere Zero items, I guess.
Not gonna turn in the eyeball frog just yet.
Yeah, wait, what is? Doesn't the death warp reset the? Wait, does the death warp reset the frog? I forget. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Oh no. Unfortunate. Not much else to say about that one, I think. And Icenine just continuing to find big chests in Jabu.
Another big chest.
Oh, it's the second magic in Jabu! What is this?
Oh my...
Oh god, nothing is going EarlWeird's way in this race. That's really unfortunate. Oh no, is he gonna try to turn in the frog now? Oh no. Okay, well,
I guess they saw their time of day and decided to die. I'm just not sure. And they didn't realize the death there.
I mean, the seed is not rude. It's rude to EarlWeird, but Icenine is just like absolutely plowing through it. Refresh page, refresh stream again. Okay. Yep, there's Earl realizing that somehow the frog got reverted. Learning this in a tournament match cannot feel good, ever.
Yeah, it's gonna be a feels bad, man.
You shoot the sun, we've got nothing there. But yeah, at this point, legitimately, if it continues the way it's going, like it's gonna be a miracle. If like I believe, but it's gonna take a miracle. So let's see. What do we need for go mode?
Need to read a hint on Icenine's side.
Yeah, I need to read the hint. Once you have the hint for Mirror Shield, you know where hovers are. You know where hovers are because, or at least you know where one items for Shadow is. So you need like Dins, and then some way to beat water. At this, as a beginner, I'm curious as to what the play is at this point. Depends on which player. It definitely depends on the player.
Yeah, I think we might start seeing things get a bit weird on Earl's side, and pun fully intended.
I legitimately think Earl's play is without strength 2. It has to be fire. It's fire or it's Child Spirit, and I think getting like adult like skulls into fire feels at least not terrible. And honestly, coming up with that after your entire route crumbled because of like unfortunate death warp or like a death warp that they didn't realize was going to turn back the no, they can't like Earl can't do ice because no hovers, no ZL. So Earl is just like gonna need to push skulls, gonna need to like can't even use the Mirror Shield without the strength too, so it has to be like probably you get these skulls, you maybe full clear fire. Like this Mirror Shield is useful eventually, it's just not useful now. And fire is a fairly dense area, unfortunately, for what like Earl has left. Looking like a child play though, so I guess this could be a Child Spirit play.
Could be... Ah, God, I don't know. Could be... Yeah, I guess climbing Child Spirit.
On Icenine's side, I think the play after Jabu is probably Child Spirit. Like, just gets up, like, without, I guess you have fire arrows, so you can just, like, dip the first 2 in Child Spirit, see if you get locked out, because you know already there's one check that had no keys in Adult Spirit, so just even, like, doing the first 2 in Child Spirit could definitely work out very well for you. He needs to somehow find a 30 hint, but he doesn't know that. Ice is going to be progression, like I said earlier, like 70% of the time, since we need... Actually, wait, no, ice is a... Yeah, ice is 70%, right? Essentially 70%.
Yes.
Since we need frogs too. So yeah, Child Spirit, Ice Cavern, and then kind of see what's going on after that. In the lead is most definitely Icenine, unfortunately, with like he's going to be just Jabu and Strength 2 ahead after this. And it's essentially a full fire ahead because the boomerang's in deep fire.
And depending on their play, potential full trade quest, or well, for Randomizer's sake, a full trade quest ahead.
I hate when this happens on Baronade. But okay, Icenine's recovered it somewhat okay. I can tell you, looking at Icenine's personal tracker, I don't think they have the 30 hint, or at least they haven't noted it down. There's the green rupee on chess minigame. Yes, Earl, now with prescription, has to unfreeze King's Aura before doing the trade quest.
Gosh, this is... Well, this is just unfortunate all around on Earl's side. Okay.
Sure, yeah.
Pick up some
I
skulls
guess-
and nighttime cack.
Yep. Yeah, making his way to 30. Icenine is he choosing? Wait, he has Prelude Serenade? Where is he going?
You
Oh,
pick up
ZL.
OG.
Right. Yeah, I was like, hold on. I don't understand.
There
A
it
long
is,
time
with our-
ago, it wasn't. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Our first hint of the game alluded to it, but there is Zelda's Lullaby on the Ocarina of Time. Icenine. What are they gonna do with this new song they've picked up? I think Child Spirit might be the most sensible play. I agree with you.
Definitely think like you can do this Grotto for sure, and then like Child Spirit makes a lot of sense. What is this hint? Yeah, okay, there's nothing to see here. And there's the Child Spirit play, yeah. I guess, no, without suns... Ugh. Now comms are heading. How did this happen? Oh, I sent the internet. Okay. Nothing on Dompe digging, unfortunately, for EarlWeird.
Alright, so you've made what you know is an extremely time-costly mistake. You're in Earl's shoes here. Do you just keep plugging along and hope for the best? Do you really try to go wild with your routing? What are your thoughts here, being in Earl's position?
Being in Earl's position, this, like, what he's doing right now seems fairly sensible. Just, like, you know, Icenine's probably rushed a lot of dungeon progression, so I guess you can try to find something in the overworld that may have been missed. And you just continue trudging towards 30 skulls because you know that's required, but I don't think, unfortunately, there's not that many gambles to make here. Like,
yeah. Sort of what I felt. You're really not. There's no real way to possibly get one over, you know, on your opponent in this specific circumstance. Oh, and I missed. Have to check the personal tracker.
yeah, there was something on that check that. He left off Din's fire. Ooh, okay. Wait, but that's no. That's more items Earl just cannot find in the overworld. But yeah, Din's along with... Okay, so yeah, at this point, if Ona to Bongo... Yeah, he's probably just gonna, like... Maybe... Actually... Oh yeah, he could probably like do field or just like reverse the GTG here and do Fortress GTG because you know Epona path to Bongo, so GTG is really strong. Looks like he's just reversing to GTG though.
Can't really imagine that a hint in Hyrule Field is going to elude Icenine for too long.
Okay. Spirit play makes a lot of sense here. Like for Icenine, who doesn't know that 30's mirror shield, Spirit is still like very solid, like in the sense that it can have, like it's very dense, could have mirror shield, and you just like you do this and you get it along the way. And even then, like it doesn't even lose that much time since Spirit is just progression and very fast to get up.
Alright, EarlWeird gonna hand in their letter. Gonna just gonna play their game, hope for the best. They see the duplicate. Reminder that Ocarina of Time is Zelda's Lullaby. Just now turning in. You missed Icenine picking up Lullaby. It is an all dungeon seed. We've completed the 3 stones, Forest, Jabu, and Fire. Now looking for our ways to complete Spirit, Water, and Shadow. Finish off the game. We do know that light arrows are on frogs too. And Earl knows that the mirror shield is on 30 skulls. This is information Icenine does not have yet, but it is hinted in South Remote Grotto Hyrule Field.
Yeah, it is. It's very funny because it's information Icenine doesn't know, but EarlWeird cannot use. Essentially, like he can use it in the sense of like collecting more skulls, but he can't use the mirror shield.
A real hint of the Magi situation unfolding here.
Alright, that's with the key and the matchstick and Spirit here, that is all the keys in Spirit. So there are only items left in Spirit at this point. Strength 2 is on chickens. There's a big chest here.
Another
Never
slingshot.
How did Icenine manage that? Did he? Oh, he got the stupid Armos roll. I love it. I love this game sometimes. Like you can roll on the left side of that Armos and just kind of get on top of it, go over it, and then land directly on the switch, which causes you to watch a cutscene. So it's a really OOT loss of time because there's nothing you can do about it if it happens. Not going towards that, so it's probably small. Alright, he has to push the box to get out of here. Right.
Yeah, I think we're gonna at least check the first 2 in Child's Spirit after we see Earl plant the beam.
Oh right, wait, don't we know Gold Scale is up here?
I believe it is the other skill.
Oh yeah, so we literally just need Longshot, right, then? If that's Gold Scale, then Longshot gets us through water. We have Din's Magic on Valley, hovers us on Goron. So as long as Icenine can find a 30 hint, like he just needs Longshot to finish, just needs Longshot and Lights to finish the game. And Central Pillar's into dead, so yeah, you know Gold Scale is absolutely a water clear.
Whew, close one.
Yeah.
I muted myself to cough, and I remembered to come back into comms. You're welcome.
Don't leave me.
I shall not leave you again.
And actually, the Dins here gives, probably unfortunately, gives EarlWeird some hope. Since he can now, like, at least go into Shadow with the big Goron, like, with the hover boots that, oh wait, that he cannot get, never mind. I am being stupid.
Yeah.
Is he unfortunate? Because he needs hovers to, oh right, oh wow, this seed is so annoying. Because if you revert the prescription, hovers are on Big Goron, so you can't just hover into domain to get it. That's really annoying. Yeah, he knows Shadow's not the answer, but...
Earl likely gonna be funneled back into deep fire pretty soon, I'd imagine.
Yeah, Icenine is going to open some small chests here, trying to find maybe a piece of... just opens one, never mind. Half a heart against the Iron Knuckle. This is... In the 1v1, this always feels like the most stressful moment of the race, because you, like, if you die, you know, you could just lose the race here. Okay, nothing on the hands.
Oh, it was
Roars.
for roars. Yeah, because you saw green, you thought it was the golden
Yeah.
skill, but they hadn't picked up a skill yet.
I guess Roars is also a useful pickup, especially when you don't have light arrows yet. Yeah, it looks like yeah, Iceman is just gonna reverse it to GTG, so he's still not going to see the 30 hint. There's the piece of heart he was waiting for.
I suppose the inverse of rolling over top of the Armos is just walking up over top of it.
Yep. Armos collision is it's beautiful in this game. Yeah, Icenine's probably not gonna burn the frog. Right, there's a magic here, there's a magic here. We don't know what's in the crate.
Yeah, still no bomb chews.
I mean, we stopped opening small chests very early on into the seeds, so
Yeah.
never going to see that. And no, yeah, Iceland doesn't even have a wallet to. I forget where EarlWeird found the wallet, but if you had one, you could buy some chews here. GTG. Oh, wow. Okay. Thank you, chat.
If you see chews freestanding though, you'd go pick it up, right? They're
Oh, absolutely.
It'd be a time save for sure.
Even if just to know like what's on Valley Crate with chews, I would pick up a bomb chew pack. Yeah, we're going to see new checks from EarlWeird here on the 2 first checks in Shadow. This theoretically could be long shot Iron Boots, or long shot or Iron Boots, like still very early in the dungeon, not locked by hover boots. But since there's like a 50% one of these is a key, it's probably never going to happen. Not this early. Oh yeah, that is right. That longshot has to be behind hovers. Yeah. Or yeah, behind hovers. So I guess irons could be in the first 2. Looks like they're not though. I guess now the play for EarlWeird is fire.
Yep, gonna minuet.
Oh, changes his mind. Is there a reason you want Furores and GTG here? I guess you... Is the plan just like do Gerudo Valley, play Minuet back into Forest so you can FW into GTG? Guess so. I mean, give credit to it, that's pretty creative, but yeah. Or double magic, yeah. Oh right, this also does. Oh right, this does a million things. Yeah, because it's nighttime right now. I actually hadn't considered that aspect of the situation.
Yeah, Icenine been very mindful of time of day routing. Very, pretty impressive routing, I'd say.
Yeah, he's being mindful of a lot of things. Like despite being under the stress of a 1v1 where it's very easy to forget like smaller things.
A bit of a question about going back into deep fire, but hey, it paid off, so no questions really needed.
Yeah, I think the one question for Icenine is, where does he find a 30 hint? And yeah, well, I guess yeah, pretty much. When does he find a 30 hint? I think it's the only thing he needs essentially. Yeah, unfortunately, he did stop grabbing skulls, but like, it makes a lot of sense in this scenario where like, okay, you don't know 30 is required, so you just stop there. 30 hint is, yeah, 30 hint is probably like very close to go mode. It's going to be like one item from go mode after doing Shadow Temple. I think the argument you can make is, can you bail on Frog here? Like, you get the Frog and GTG, can you just bail out of GTG? I guess with Furores win, it's not... Yeah, you can definitely... With Furores, just...
Yeah, with Furores, yeah.
Pick up the Frog, you do you do Shadow, you do like. He doesn't know about the Mirror Shield though.
Yeah, and that wasn't gold scale on the Colossus, so we do still need a way into Water Temple. But I guess I mean if you pick up the frog. Yeah, you're thinking with Furores, you just come back if you're still hunting.
If you need it, yeah. Yeah. The question of I'm honestly not sure if you have the time to clear out South Field walking to the Goron with the timer. I'm legitimately unsure if the timing works out. You can probably do like the bottom two, but the one he needs is not going to be the one he can check on the way. Right. Oh wow, he's just immediately finds the frog and leaves. I guess you have Furores Wind here. There's a progression dungeon. Let's go, I guess. Nocturne first? Oh, he wants this song.
Oh, gonna try for Bolero.
Because this could be Bolero, yeah. No, that is smart.
Clever.
And if Bolero is here, then you know you have to do Ice.
Maybe witnessing the birth of a dynasty. This team of Brazilian runners showing pretty well for themselves in the first part of this tournament of Season 6.
Absolutely, yeah. Honestly, there's not much to reproach about like Icenine's routing in this seed. He has just found it. It's Song of Time, unfortunately. Okay, now there's about like, pretty much 50-50 on whether ice is required or not. So that does somewhat decrease its value. I guess if you wanted to do top of lab later, this is maybe a good time. Yeah, if he gets the hint, he's just not gonna go ice. That's, yeah. Well, Spirit's gonna be one song because Water's the fire medallion. Yeah, it's not a requirement. It is very much strongly recommended because like in scenarios like this with with choppy internet, it can be very useful to just have a local recording to fall back on.
And as we watch Icenine complete the trading quest, we'll see EarlWeird here going back into Deep Fire. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here in Season 6, Winners Bracket Round 1. Oh, Icenine thinks he has enough time. Welcome you in here to this tournament action where I'm gonna thank our runners for agreeing to the restream. That would be Icenine and EarlWeird. Doing the racing. We've got on tracking. We've got Lava Plume and ATM Shadow. My name is Hagmania. Joined in the booth by Felix Wide. Really appreciate all the volunteers. It is the lifeblood of these restreams. You know, along with the actual races themselves. Big shout outs to ZeldaSpeedRuns, the OoTR development team. Also to Cubs for providing the technical behind the scenes work here with the restream. As this is going to be something I don't really expect myself to say, a go mode hint for Icenine TM.
He saw the he saw the small chest and he's leaving. Oh no.
That's
dude. Oh god.
That's a caster curse if I've ever seen one before.
Yeah, due to being on a timer, he just said, you know what, I can't read this hint, I'm gonna run out of time, and left the grotto without seeing it. He's going to have to find a duplicate. He is never going back for that hint. It's not the chest, it's the gossip stone to tell him that 30 skulls is the mirror shield. He'll end up doing 30, but I doubt it's one of his first locations to check, especially with like 40 and 50 hinted dead.
Don't call that a yikes.
That is certainly a yikes, yeah. Because there are definitely many terrible places for the other 30 hint to be, where Icenine will just not see it. Also, it looks like, even if he did check the hint, he was definitely very fine on time. Can even get like oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh yeah, EarlWeird collecting his 27th skull.
Earl is getting there as well, okay. There's the bomb shoes. I was wondering if one pack is going to show up eventually.
Well, you're unsure when you're in field how much time you might have, but you get up here and then you realize, oh, I
go for an extra minute, yeah. There's the claim check. Oh no, yeah, there's the hover boots. Nice freeze frame. Guess he's going to check, yeah, Trail Fairy at this point. And probably head straight into Shadow if not. Like, maybe read the 2 hints around here? I'm just not sure if he's concerned about hints or not. He doesn't seem to be too concerned about hints. Because he's playing Nocturne out of the Trail Fairy, leaving the... I'm not sure if he checked the Crator behind bomb wall hints. Or the big Goron hint. So... hopefully no 30 skull hint there. Should be around 29 skulls for EarlWeird here. Going to be able to pick up Mirror Shield pretty much when he wants. Yes, 30 skulls in the game. It is guaranteed to be hinted once before you have access to the item that is on the check. Like, one copy has to be available before you can do the check. The other copy can be anywhere.
That is my piece of knowledge I've learned today.
Yep.
Makes sense, though.
But it can be like, yeah, it can be really stupid locations too. In this race, though, it could legitimately, like, 30 skulls could be literally anywhere. Since probably the best it locks is light arrows. So yeah, there's definitely goofy places for the 30 skull hint to be. And EarlWeird, not too, like, well, it's still 40 minutes after, but finds the boomerang in deep fire. And it's probably going to take a moment to process that, oh god, what to do with this now. And the answer is just very likely you get, like, you finish Jabu and get ZL. Hope you're not too far behind. At this point, like, in a 1v1, you pretty much have to hope that your opponent also forgot it. Or also did not do fire.
Yeah, perhaps breathing a little bit of life into EarlWeird here.
Yeah, pretty much exactly. If your opponent went straight back into fire, which in this case, like, I think I would assume my opponent would not, but I would have been wrong in this case. Then yeah, you're very likely going to be behind. First check behind hover boots in shadow.
Long shot.
There is the long shot. Alright. So now we're looking for one of irons or gold scale. And for Icenine, a 30 hint. See, it's fairly rare that, like, go mode hints happen, but they definitely do happen. Like, there are some awful seeds where your go mode is a 50 skull hint at, like, 2 hours, and you're like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
Like, you're in go mode, but you have to do 50 skulls now, haha. It is not fun. And yes, the runners do know when the other runner finishes. Yeah, I guess if you are watching the race room, in a 1v1 generally, like, I probably wouldn't hide the race room, just because I don't really care to finish if my opponent finishes.
Alright. Earl doing a bit of reflection before deciding to play Requiem of Spirit. Nope. Change their mind. They are going to play Prelude.
Iceland, I heard a get items sound on the Iceland stream, but I can't, yeah, still can't tell what that was. See, it wasn't irons at least, so. Second strength was on chickens.
Yes, and the child spawn is Kakariko Village. We saw Icenine spawn and immediately make the chickens play, and Earl did not. They used their warp song to serenade straight out of spawn. So a bit tongue-in-cheek earlier, I called Deku Baby Forest. If I was gonna draw a comparison to a child dungeon in Forest Temple, it would definitely be Jabu, a place where you're gonna go through a fairly slow dungeon, check all the checks, but there are many little optimizations between the two to make.
I thought you were about to call the well mini shadow or baby shadow. Yeah, where does Icenine go after Shadow?
I think after Shadow...
He's done most of Spirit. He's done Jabu. I guess he's done South. He's done pretty much everything in Field, I think, except Tektite Grotto.
Yeah, back to GTG sounds about right.
I mean, I know Icenine has. Wait, did Icenine bail on GTG? Oh yeah, back to GTG.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
He bailed immediately after the Cephos chest, which was the eyeball frog.
Yep. I guess Ice Cavern's always an option. Even though it can't, like... Ice can bite you in this scenario, but, like... It hints it's a song you might need. It's probably not terrible. Yeah, 50... Yeah, pretty much 50% that's Ice is required. Yeah, I'm just not sure about... Like, back to GTG is still very good, but the path is essentially resolved with Frog, even though, like... Yes, I know, but... Still, Frog resolves the path. If you know 30 is the mirror, then Ice is never an option. Or I guess, no, if you know 30 is the mirror, then Ice is the play after Spirit, assuming you don't get your song. Earl is going to... I think this is just more bad news, essentially, seeing that there's a magic just on the way in Jabu.
Another big chest.
Icenine is probably still on 20 skulls.
Another bomb bag.
Doesn't really seem to continue without the 30 hint, but... Like, he's pretty much doing all these dungeons. He's gonna have to find 10 quick overworld skulls to farm if he ever gets there. Is that the second bomb bag we've... Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, like there's easy skulls to get as child for sure, but 20 to 30, like, yeah, pretty much. Like, I think you would hope to stay adult here just because age transitioning literally just for skulls feels a little terrible. I guess Icenine hasn't done night cac, so it could be like, it could be fast enough that you actually gain time doing that.
No nighttime cac, yeah, that's several skulls waiting to be collected.
Yeah, you start thinking about those last few checks that are just like out in the open. Yeah, if you do ice now, for sure you're not grabbing the skulls. To be fair, I think if I was trying to get from 20 to 30 as fast as possible, I'm definitely not considering bean patches. Like those are the last skulls in my mind, because those are the slowest skulls to grab in the game, even if they're like readily available. That is 30 skulls for Earl, I think, if I saw that number correctly.
Shield. Yeah, that's a mirror shield for Earl, but no way to use it. Oh, well, take it back. They could definitely turn in the chickens as well when they take the 30 skulls, as was brought up earlier.
Oh yeah, they can. Oh yeah, they can turn in 30 with the save warp and just do chickens at that point, and not be right back into it, but at least not be completely far behind.
Yeah, Earl is basically locked into going to Ice Cavern, right? He has to freeze King Sora.
Yep. Yeah, Earl has to do Ice Cavern due to burning the frog, or at least has to go to King Zora. So he needs blue fire, so he has to do Ice Cavern, yeah. That's unfortunate, but still not out of it, technically. Even though I don't think there's... yeah, never mind.
I mean, plus the potential of a child song.
Yep.
In Ice Cavern.
Yo, are we seeing ice arrows on bongo straps?
Giving the people what they want.
Oh, okay, so...
Yes, welcome in. We are 2 hours and 19 minutes into Season 6 action here. Round 1 of the winner's bracket. Icenine, the 22nd seed, versus EarlWeird, the 43rd seed. We've got a bit of unfortunate happenstance for both of our runners. So first, just a quick rundown. This was all dungeons for Zelda's Lullaby. Frogs 2 has the light arrows. The trade quest had your hover boots. Chickens had a strength upgrade. What other meme-worthy checks am I missing here?
I think that's the main... I think you've covered the main things.
Yeah. We did have to plant a bee, so that's always welcomed. Anyway, we're seeing Icenine here having completed 6 of their required 8 dungeons. Their misfortune happens to be that they're missing a hint for 30 skulls. EarlWeird, along with just not finding the items in quite the best order, as Icenine has, they have unfortunately reset their trading quest. So a little bit of gulp for both runners, but do you think that we'll see Icenine? He didn't check that hint. Do you think we'll see him start checking more hints? Or is
I
he
think at this
just
point,
gonna start it off?
yeah, he's got like, he's got some of GTG, he's got some of Ice. He's looking at not much left. Yeah, honestly, he's not looking at much other than those options, I think. Yeah, he's done most of Spirit. Yeah, you look at GTG, you look at Ice, and you start thinking, like, is it Child Goron City? Is it, like... Is it the Valley Crate? Is it Big Pose? You need to start thinking of, like, some options of being like, okay, where am I going? Where am I going? I think at this point I can definitely respect either Ice or GTG here, because, like, either you're looking for... Like, pretty much either you're looking for one of two items, and you're looking for two songs still, even though you're looking for one song. He has fours on GTG. Yeah, it's pretty much. I think it's either or. I think if you haven't read a 30 hint at this point, you certainly hope it's not required. I think that would be my take on it. Oh, you're overseeing this. Damn it! No. Okay, he got the strat, but we didn't get to see it. No, we need Sun Song because Frogs 2 has light arrows. There's EarlWeird picking up Zelda's Lullaby. It's now able to unfreeze King Zora and finish the trade sequence for Hover Boots. That also allows him to go and finish Shadow, get the long shot. So Earl still has some progression to do. Nope, no help in Fountain for Icenine.
No hint help there.
This is probably, I mean, it seems like a fairly straightforward seed, except there's a lot of just like mini traps, I guess you can fall into.
Yeah, I'd say overall, I'd say that the seed was pretty fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. Are both of them going to? Is this a? Oh yeah, oh right. He's going ice because he needs blue fire, right?
Yes, unfortunately for Earl, they are a full. Well, Shadow sands the front two checks behind.
Yeah, pretty much. Shadow and like essentially a few minutes behind because of chickens. And no, it's probably a little more than that because Icenine's done most of Spirit as well.
Nah, that is correct.
But yeah, double ice cavern. May not even be required, but both of our runners are definitely going through it. That's a big chest, too. Can we get a not? Can we? I mean, it's probably an extra bait, but yeah, definitely ice skipping skulls here. Doesn't have the hint, so makes a lot of sense. If this is a strength, this is huge. Didn't get to see what that was, unfortunately. Yeah, so I guess it was just not much to see there. We'll see it on the EarlWeird screen in a bit. To be fair, there's not many major items that like Iceline can find beyond Iron Boots, which would show up on the D-pad, and Gold Scale, which he would mark on the tracker.
Yeah, I think the route, the immediate route forward for Icenine, pretty clear here. Gonna go back to GTG afterward. I don't really see another play, especially with that Furores.
Yeah, Furores back to GTG, and then Goron City maybe. Like, there's not many plays left for Iceline at this point, so like every check is very important. They're like, the checks that are left are not good or like very fast checks to chain together either. Yeah, really wonder where Iron's in. Well, they could be vanilla, I guess.
Oh!
No, the stream.
Slide
No, Irons can't be in bottom of the well.
And that was Bolero, so...
Yep, the Song in Ice at least is not required, which means Prox 2 is behind Spirit. So that's gotta feel pretty bad for Iceline in this case, doing ice for not even iron. Like, there was pretty much nothing to see here, and he's just going to like assume he left something in GTG, and there might be some. Okay, might feel a little behind here. Goron Pod is into dead. Okay, so now Child Goron City is even worse.
I think Earl did skip the chest room.
Wait, did Earl not even? Wow. I guess we will never know what was in that chest. King Zora, the last hope for the ice play. Doesn't seem like it was anything.
Oh, it was
Double
double
defense?
Okay, sorry.
It was a fish bottle. Nice. Are we sure about this? Wait. Wait, is it gold scale on King Zora? Because he's definitely heading there. Oh my god, it was gold scale on King Zora, because that was an... Yeah, it is. No, wait, where was gold scale?
Because it could be in the chest room? No, that was double
What
defense.
That was... I guess ice second chest, yeah? And Earl just skipped. Yeah, Earl just skipped gold skill. Okay, that is. I don't think it was Bag of Shadow. I'm pretty sure we saw all of it. I guess I'll ask him if he comes for an interview. Yeah. If it was Shadow, he wouldn't have done ice. Yeah, pretty much. So where was gold scale added to interview questions? Long shot was in Shadow behind hover boots. Wait. Yeah. Wait, can you not talk to KZ and get the check when you have prescription? Or... He just got frog, right?
Yes.
That was weird. Okay. Yeah, it definitely wasn't holding R, but... Is that a rando mechanic, or...? You can get the lab dive item, really? Okay. That's definitely something to look into maybe after the race. Because that is definitely concerning. Yeah, you should get the item, it's...
Oh yes, if you're just now joining us, we are in our Season 6 of Ocarina of Time Randomizer. This is our standard tournament. You can view those settings here. A curated set of settings here to provide, I guess, an agreed upon rule set. Pretty much the standard game of OOT, just all mixed up.
Okay, so I also do like Cup's description of hell. It is just hell. There is no leaving, there is only rando. Oh, lights, no. Don't eat the frog.
Yes, this is a race, and not just a race, this is a full tournament of them. We've been through 19 qualifiers to determine a top 64 that made it through to the bracket stage. 22nd seed, Icenine TM facing off against EarlWeird, a 43rd seed. Ooh, we can talk a little bit about the bracket.
We have a link for this. Right? No, yeah, there it is. If you want to check out the brackets for yourself, this is a double elimination tournament, so players need to lose twice before they are out of the tournament. So there is an entire losers bracket running below. We are currently commentating a winners bracket match, so whoever wins this gets to continue in the winners bracket. And the loser gets to have another chance in the losers bracket.
They will play the winner of Sora and Dock Heaps. Also in their region of the bracket, you see Riley and Sinai, Seize and Zuros, Sea Falcon and Zephyr, Iso Epic and Fabio, Engel and Drunus, Exodus and Chuckles. So that is, ooh, there's the Hover Roots for EarlWeird. Get through all that, you're just in the quarterfinals of Winter Bracket. So
Yeah.
48 other competitors to worry about after you emerge from those 16. Quick kill of Morpha
Against
by
the door.
Icenine. Yeah, against the door.
That strat
Looking
is
good.
the strat looks really cool, but it is, as far as I can tell, it is inconsistent as all hell. Yeah, that is a 5th medallion for Iceline. Literally only needs to find a hint to finish the game. Well, not finish the game, but find a hint to get Mirror Shield. To get 6 medallions. To finally get beat Spirit, get Storms, get Frogs too. And beat the game then. So still got a lot. As far as which checks Iceline has left, 30 skulls, definitely. No, Hot Rodder was Hookshot, so essentially Iceline has 30 skulls, has Darunia's Dance, has Gerudo Valley Crate, because he couldn't peek that when he was there. I don't think he's done Big Pose. All of GTG, that is true.
We're done all of
And,
fire already,
yeah.
yep.
Din's Fairy. And pretty much one of those is Iron Boots, because they have to be somewhere. Unless they're behind Mirror Shield. And Deep Fire was where the Boomerang was, so definitely not there. Now I'm kind of wondering where Iceline is headed. Oh, I guess he. Oh, with Gold Skill he can do this now. Okay. This could be like the greatest spot for irons ever. I absolutely love finding irons on this check. Aw. Fortunately not. Now, in what order do you choose to do checks here? Yeah, Earl definitely has 30 skulls. Just needs to we'll probably turn them in after Shadow to get the Mirror Shield.
Going to turn in Big Po.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is, you can do like Big Pose. I don't remember if he's peaked Tektite. You can do Valley Crate after this. I wonder if he's playing against GTG for some reason. The hint for 30 is in a remote southern grotto, which Icenine entered, saw the small chest, and left because they were doing the trade quest. So they got stressed about the timer and left the remote grotto without seeing the hint. In the meantime, Earl is catching up on some progression, finishing Shadow. Fortunately, I think Earl is going to have to find the Iron Boots somewhere. Since he skipped Gold Skill and presumably Ice Cavern.
Probably gonna see Earl go into Spirit after Shadow. Oh no, didn't have Streak 2. Jeez. Oh, the seed has been cruel to Earl.
For sure, yeah.
If you're wondering where those Strength 2, that second upgraded Strength is for Earl, it's on chickens. Yes, we in the booth, you you at home, we know what is needed to complete this game.
Yeah, we know what is left. We just need our runners to find it. And juice chickens. Okay, so it was double bomb back in Shadow. Which does confirm why our a slingshot in graveyard was path to King Dodongo. Both bomb bags are bomb locked in Shadow. He said that after the newest hottest meat. Yeah, I mean, nobody skips Talon's chickens because people. If people are to skip Talon's chickens, people generally just skip Lon Lon, like in its entirety. It's either you do Lon Lon or you don't.
Not doing Lon Lon is a choice.
It is definitely a choice. It has been like. It has sometimes worked out, but in most seeds, it does not work out. I guess. But yeah, we couldn't see this from EarlWeird, so this is technically a new item here. Never mind. There's another big chest in here. I guess this was one place where irons could have ended up. And if irons are behind strength 2, then that is just like... Oh my god. No.
Oh.
There is no break in the seed for Earl. Definitely just... Rando had something out for him today.
And really, the only thing the poor guy did to bring this on themselves was skipping that ice chest, that chest in Ice Cavern, which they did. You know, they did because they were pushing. They got a little breath of life there with that Rang and Deep Fire.
Yep. Yeah, there's like no way Icenine goes back to water here.
Yes, I do think that at the very least, Earl will do chickens before they go to Ice Cavern again. So they will find the Iron Boots there after Strength 2, but
Yeah.
who knows how long that would take them.
At this point, like with the amount of checks we have left, it is like about 99% certain that the strength is somewhere Earl would never find, I think. And even if it's in water, he doesn't have the strength to find the irons, and would have to go back to ice. Yeah, Earl did the entirety of Child Spirit, yeah. Yeah, they're very much both running out of checks and last locationing their individual item is just pretty much who last locations it first, essentially. Which Earl has some more items to last location than Icenine does. As sad as that sound, I guess. So Icenine is looking for the Mirror Shield, which is on 30 skulls and does not have the hint for it. EarlWeird is looking for a way into water, which presumably he skipped scales in ice, or he skipped a scale in ice, and Iron Boots are behind Strength 2, which he needs to find on chickens.
Yes, a couple of new eyeballs in chat. Thank you for joining us in Season 6 Winners Bracket Round 1 action. Our runners are running out of checks, being... Ooh. And picking up those iron boots, gonna have Icenine going back into Water Temple? Or is this just a furore? No, not a furore.
Yeah, I guess this is a water dip trying to find Mirror Shield because really, what else is there at this point, I guess? Oh god. I guess this is technically the play if you have, like, nothing left, but... My god. This is truly, like, among unfortunate seeds for both of our runners here.
I believe you were right. This is hell.
Yep, this is definitely just hell. Cubs, I mean, the seed is not even that bad. This is just like unfortunate mistakes from both of our players. Like someone probably could have 240, 245 this seed, assuming you just find everything. It's just all dungeons. And frogs too. And Big Goron. And everything, but also whatever. Yeah, Deep Fire was kind of bad, that's fair. We know light arrows are on frogs too at this point. So what does Icenine do after water? Or yeah, I guess Icenine knows there's nothing in water anymore. Where to go?
Icenine has choose now, so he's gonna peek the crate.
Oh yeah, peek the valley crate. Does he have to go back Chow at this point? For Din's Fairy, Big Pose?
Oh,
I guess, yeah. No, I think he turned in Big Pose, so... This is AD because Lullaby is on... No, chess minigame we saw on... Oh, right. Iceland doesn't do chess minigame, but we know chess minigame is nothing.
Yeah, we learned AD within 30 seconds, and I think we learned Frogs too within 5 minutes.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like among the first hints we read.
The seed let you know right off the bat.
There is a... I wonder if he's setting... Oh right, he's setting time of day for Dampe digging. Uh-oh. Dampe digging and maybe get some, yeah, TCG Dampe, Castle Fairy. Maybe grab some scrolls along the way because 30 is definitely an option at this point. There is no density left, there is only suffering.
Might be seeing some rather elusive hints here on Icenine's screen coming up. They could sojourn all the way back to Hyrule Castle.
Oh, Earl beat Shadow, for sure. Castle 2 smile. Let's go. Yeah, but we're not even gonna see Castle 3 because that's behind Storms, which is behind Go Mode.
Yep.
Yep, there's the mirror shield on EarlWeird's end, and Requiem here? What is... You can't... Wait, you don't have strength 2 to do this, Earl. Okay, he's going to... Wasteland, right. There's so little left, I'm starting to struggle remembering which checks which of them have done. But I guess, in the meantime, get your bets in for freeze frame chest minigame. Let's go.
Left, right, left, right, right. Oh, I'm out. I caught a raid coming through. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, that is... We did get to see right, left.
Oh.
Right, left, right. I think there's one person that's left.
Currently pulling the full inverse. Oh.
Right, left, right, right. Yeah, that is everyone out, unfortunately.
Right, left, right, left. Your prize is a green rupee.
A green rupee. Okay, so with chess minigame done... Yeah, you probably want to... So, Icenine is probably just going to save, like, going to enter Hyrule Castle, maybe even, like, save now. Enter Hyrule Castle, like, so you can save the time of day. If there's something on Castle Fair, you can just reset Nocturne and get to dump it again in time, but it doesn't look like he's doing that. No! What? There's a hint for... What?
Oh, and Earl skipped that?
Wait, Earl skipped the hint? What? What is this? I'm pretty sure Earl did this check, no?
Earl did this check. Oh.
Oh, what on earth is going on?
Oh no.
Help.
Oh, Rando, please!
Rando, please. Oh my god. Yeah, the chat spawns in Kak and chickens is hinted. Oh god, yeah. This is a rough one for both of them, yeah. I guess, yeah, not much else to say, but I guess, yeah. Icenine's gonna start going for schools because he has no checks left. It is 30 time now. Yep, don't skip your hints, people. Hints are powerful and can warp a seed in your favor.
One of the reasons that Adult One River has gained a deserved bit of popularity here.
I'm pretty sure this seed is like a 235, 240 if someone finds all the information they need to get to go mode. I don't think it's much longer than that. Like if this was a weekly, someone probably would have 240'd.
Yeah, not really even a, you know, like a gambly 240. It's just a, I mean, you just found all the
If
stuff.
they do everything 240, yeah.
Yeah.
That? Why are we doing math? Please no. Don't give me math.
Picking up back-to-back bombs there on EarlWeird's screen.
Yep. I'm pretty sure Icenine did the exact same thing as well. So what is this play from EarlWeird here? I guess getting the left child checks.
Do it.
I think isn't it nighttime?
Oh.
So I'm pretty sure EarlWeird is at 30, just needs to go turn it in. Irons were behind Strength 2 and GTG. That's way too many zeros. Yeah, that is 27 skulls from Icenine, who is slowly going to get. I mean, who's going to get there. And I don't think there is. I don't think there is a way out for Earl at this point. Oh no, wait. He hasn't done this. He's going to read the hint now. No. Read the hint. He didn't read the hint. What? No.
What? I really thought he had come back here.
It takes 2 seconds. No. Okay, well I guess the seed continues. Oh, he left us a couple of sometimes, but even then, like, even taking a few seconds to read like one hint, I don't know. But yeah, I guess Icenine is going to get the CAC, going to get the 30th skull on the above Impa's house, is going to find the mirror shield, and going to be able to pretty much go and finish the seed at this point.
Yeah, the time disparity had mounted up way too much for Earl. This has been decided for a while, but I mean, it did take Icenine basically doing a blind 30 skulls.
Yeah, and Icenine didn't do much that wasn't like hard required. The pretty much only play he made was like some child things and like the rest of GTG. But there's 30 skulls. There's the skull house. And a second. There's the mirror shield. There is go mode for Icenine.
Oh, we still have an age change. We have to go get light arrows on frogs too.
Warp song percent? No, this is song percent. Literally get every song. Yeah, the hint didn't matter in the end, because he's doing chickens now. This is tracker percent true.
Missing out on a couple of bottles for the coverall.
Yep. But yeah, every square on the tracker will be at least highlighted by the time this race is over. Yeah, there is a silver lining. We didn't get to do the densest location in the game.
A bit of a pause from EarlWeird.
I think that would be my reaction as well, knowing that the child spawn was right there. And I was there at 20 minutes. And there's not much else to do. But be like, shit, I should have done this.
And now you're thinking. So now you're thinking it. What are you thinking about your opponent if you're Earl? Like,
I am wondering why my opponent isn't done.
yeah.
I think that's pretty much like I'm wondering what my opponent missed that made them not done yet. So there's still a reason to continue because like the seed doesn't seem hard in retrospect. It's just like I guess it is deep fire. It is a lot of things, but there's very few unhinted things. Oh, I guess Earl could go to bottom of the well looking for irons or gold scale, but yeah, it's not. I guess if it was storms there, yeah. Where's Water Temple access? You follow strength too, yeah.
Icenine showing us they had cleared most of Spirit Temple into the Twin Rova fight already.
Yep.
Oh, Rova being kind.
Yeah, he's going to go to, yeah. He's going to go to GPG no matter what, since Storms is not available. At that point, I think Icenine is only like 11 or 12 minutes out. So, EarlWeird will probably be in water if by the time Icenine finishes. Assuming no extenuating circumstances.
Yes, our runners did manage to read that hint. They do both know that light arrows are on frogs too.
There's Twin Rova down for Icenine. As EarlWeird is starting Spirit, pretty much going to get there a bit later, but they're gonna get there.
And it's elementary from here, as we are past the 3-hour mark. Thank you all for sticking with us or just joining. Icenine has collected all medallions. Is going to need to just turn in a couple of song checks here and go take all those child songs to the Source River, where the light arrows await them.
Earl was trying to do the trick where you end up just letting the mirror push by itself, but was releasing A, I think, a little too early, so it's just kept dropping it before actually pushing. Yep, need to grab Storms off Burning Cack. Is that faster? I guess it might be faster if you go this way. It is. If you're going from Nocturne to Cack, it is faster to just go around the fences. But anyway, there is Storms. He's going to pick up Suns in a minute.
So with Suns in hand, as we watch Icenine finish up the seed, and going on to, we presume, win this race, just give a few nods here. First to Icenine TM and EarlWeird. Without them, we wouldn't be able to restream you anything. So great performances throughout qualifiers to get to the top 64. Icenine will be moving on to the winners bracket round 2, while EarlWeird will be dropping down to losers bracket. They will be playing the respective winners and losers of Sora and Doc Heaps. I'd like to thank our trackers, ATM Shadow and Lava Plume. Thank you so much for doing the tracking. So I am Hagmania, joined in the booth here by Felix Wide. We have seen quite a few unfortunate happenings here in this race, but overall, just one mistake, man. That's all it takes for a seat to go a little haywire. Yeah.
Yeah, running in deep fire was like the worst thing there, and there is an excuse to go back into fire if you really want to, like, be safe. I forget if Minuet or Serenade is faster. I think Minuet probably is in this scenario. There's just less loading zones to go through. And we start one of the best checks in the entire game. So for this check, you play Storms, you play Lullaby, you play every child song you have. And all the frogs go big and eventually tell you to sing a song, to essentially follow along with them. If you can follow along that song, which is pretty much, it's predetermined. But if you can follow it along, you'll get a reward, which in vanilla is a piece of art. This check is pretty much always hinted because it requires so much that it ends up not being on the way for 99 out of 100, like probably 999 out of 1,000 seeds. I'm pretty sure that exists, yeah. Specifically shuffle the frog song that gives the final reward. I'm not sure that is a thing. Here we go. Nice minigame for light arrows. And we should be done in about 7 minutes from now.
Go, 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 go! Icenine!
But also, go mode!
That is finally a go mode.
No, real Rob, that's not ideas. No, no, no. We summoned Rob by talking about bad settings. It's fine. For those who don't know, Real Rob's branch for the OT Randomizer has settings such as like Pot Shuffle, Silver Rupee Shuffle, Great Shuffle. It's settings if you want to suffer, essentially. And I don't know of another way to describe it because it adds like hundreds and hundreds of checks onto the base game. But also it's enemy drop shuffle. But honestly it is fun in its own way. If you are into that sort of thing.
Sounds like a fun way to kill a whole day.
Yep, pretty much. Oh yeah, I forget that recently there was work on I think it's still like being debugged, but yes, wonder items, which is actual nonsense.
Pottery lottery, pretty good one.
Yep. The crossover randomizer between OOT and MM does exist. It is actively being worked on. There's a Discord for it you can probably find by going to their website. But also nice Twin Rova kill from Earl there. As Icenine is climbing up the tower, pretty much beating the final gauntlet before Dwarf. Yeah, I think for the fact that OOTMM's average time is probably close to 8 to 9 hours, even optimally, I doubt a tournament of it would ever take off.
You have to wait to the Rando Olympics to come about, and we get the walking marathon portion. That would be OTML.
Yep, pretty much. It's pretty much just it's a joke from the walking marathon. Is pretty much it's a joke from back in season 4 and 5, when random spawns introduced a lot of walking into the game because we didn't have a quick way to change ages anymore, and we had to walk to a lot of places. Yeah, we're going to see Icenine just probably do normal bottle strats here.
Ah, yes, normal bottle strats.
Is there something wrong with that sentence?
Not if you watched enough Randomizer.
Yeah, that is fair. Oh, he missed the one cycle, unfortunately. Did he store BGS damage? Might not have. Okay, he did. I mean, you can use your sword to reflect the magic, I think, but you can use sword, you can use bottle. I think that's it, actually. Never mind.
Oh, Matthew! Matthew, that is the Random Settings League. That does exist. Alright. We have arrived. The final showdown. Link v Ganon. It's time. Kill a pig.
The gap between Ice and Earl was mainly due to unfortunate errors and routing decisions by Earl that caused them to find items at inopportune moments. Both these players are absolutely great players in the community. Just it's not always luck, but there is some amount of luck in whether your decisions work out or not, versus whether your opponent's decisions work out or not.
Yeah, it's a combination of strategy, tactics, and luck.
Yep. Wait, Icenine here, phase 2 of Ganon is pretty much getting those final hits in, so you can get your GGs in chat. Oh, nope. You can do this, Icenine. There you go. Your GGs in chat for Icenine, who is going to win this race with a time of about 3:16 after a long and grueling grind to 30 skulls without the hint.
That's the bottom line because Zelda said so. Because we're gonna get to see a GG.
GG. 3:16:13 final time.
As EarlWeird is going to find their iron boots just as the dot done comes across. Alright, so I think we do have Icenine out waiting to be pulled into the interview. Aha! Here's our winner of the race. Here in winner bracket round 1, we have Icenine, the 22nd seed. Good game, well played.
Hello guys.
Hello.
GG's.
GG's. Guess we'll be waiting on Earl. He's gonna be pulled in here in a moment. Not pulling her. Okay. But I guess there are a few questions, Icenine, that we have after the race. So first of all, I think I'm just gonna ask, how was the seed?
Yeah, the seed felt fantastic. Especially after I found the boomerang in deep fire. I found myself in a pretty good spot. And then waited a little bit to do GTG because I wanted to do some progression first. Since the seed was an AD for ZL, I was more. I feel more tempted to do a overall better full clear, not wasting a lot of time doing all the checks and this kind of stuff. But when I got the chance to do GTG and so on, went to do the Goron trade. I mean, I don't know what happened there. I forgot to hit that hint stone. Later, I found that hint leads to the mirror shield in 30 schools, and ended up full clearing the game, despite not doing ice waters. I believe.
Yeah, that was a really interesting moment on restream of watching you go into that grotto, see the small chest, know where we knew that's where the 30 hint was, and seeing you skip that was a pretty incredible moment.
No, I just cannot explain, mate. I was so focused on completing the Goron trade, doing shadow, find the long shot, find something to dive to get the temple prize, and so on. My mind was thinking too far ahead, and I forgot to read the hint. There's no excuse. I can't excuse myself because I read the open world to hint. And why shouldn't I read this one?
Why not read the other one?
I just can't explain. This kind of things happens more often to me than I wished.
Where was Goldscale in Ice Cavern? Sorry.
What?
Where was Goldscale? The second scale. Was it Ice Cavern or was it King Zora?
In the big chest, the compass chest.
The big chest in Ice Cavern. Okay. Yeah, because unfortunately, we saw Earl skip that room on restream.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
But also, welcome in, Earl. So, an unfortunate game, but it cannot go can't go much worse than that. So we're I wish you good luck in the losers bracket, honestly.
Tough race for EarlWeird. Welcome into the interview here. Thank you for joining us. Your initial thoughts on the race you just had, Earl?
Maybe he's not able to speak in here.
May have lost all will to continue on speaking. I understand after a seed like that, where you get punished so hard, so early, so often.
Yep, dude. Yeah, the chicken's hint on Hyrule Castle 1 was definitely something, because neither of you read that hint until after like the 3-hour mark.
Yeah,
Like-
that hint
yeah.
wasn't very appealing, because why would we go to Hyrule Castle without CL? So
Right.
there, I was not tempted at all to get that hint. Neither the school. I went really easy on schools because I didn't find them. I didn't need to rush, actually, because I was finding my progression quite safely doing the GGG and so on.
Yeah.
So never rushed schools, actually.
Yeah, you got to 20 pretty fast, and like after 20 there's not really a good reason to go to 30 since you have like so many things open that it doesn't really matter as much. And then you just find like just gold skill and ice and there's nothing in GTG. You start doing like the leftover checks and there's still nothing there. You're like, well, where is the goddamn mirror shield? And then you blind pull it off of 30 scrolls.
No, third schools was my second to last check, I believe, if I didn't forget
Yeah.
anything.
I
I
think
only
you
missed
had-
it. I only missed the ice waters.
I think you had the Runia left.
think it was hinted.
The Runia was hinted.
Oh, the Runia hinted? Okay, so that was the last check that I would have seen. So I missed that hint somewhere.
Okay, we are
What to say
perhaps
about
joined
this?
by Earl. Do we have you now?
Hello.
Yeah, still looks like Girl's having some technical issues.
I see now on the restream as you are pulling up that 30 gold skull hint for Mirror Shield.
Yep.
I was keen to find where be in a very bad place, like the Cow Grotto in Hyrule Field, or I don't know, the Storm's Grotto in Hyrule Castle. But suddenly I realized, wait, I didn't read the remote grotto. So let me do that first. And there we go.
Yep. Of course, it's in there. If there's any questions from chat for specifically, I guess Icenine at the moment. Oh.
It's fucking push to talk.
Hello.
Oh, it's push to talk. No.
Welcome in, Earl. Well, you missed
When
on
did
the
that
stream
happen?
that I was muted for 10 minutes, so...
Yeah, I got to
Welcome
do
in,
solo
Earl.
comms for 10 minutes.
Tough seed, tough race, Earl. You know, what's going through your mind there as you pick up Rang and Deep Fire first off, and then later on you you eventually finally work your way all the way back to chickens there with Strength 2. You just got to think that you've been beat down this entire run, huh?
Yeah, I think one thing I want to say about the Fire Temple thing was that because I accidentally death scummed the frog, I was really thrown off by that. I was planning if I didn't scum that, I was going to get the hard boost right then and there and go in Fire Temple then. I mean, I knew like with that Fire Temple early, like Fire Temple locked hard boots, no doubt. So going through more fire was in logic for sure. So I knew I want to go back there eventually. It just kept putting off because of that frog mistake.
Yep. Yeah, I think it's generally just hard to recover from that in a race where you're like, fuck, I had this entire route planned out, and then like you made one mistake, and like, okay, how do I get around this? Like, that's just very, very difficult to do. And yet you still managed to pull it off and like not be too far behind generally. Like I think generally you still had a chance at some point because like the 30 score hint was still really like pulling Icenine back in terms of finishing the actual seed. It was a fun race to watch in general, so thank you both for that.
Okay, I got asked. Icenine check King Tora, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was it?
I think it was a blue key.
Oh right, yeah, because you got a weird thing that happened right on King Zora.
I held R to get the frog intentionally.
Oh, you held R on. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, what happened to me? I did blind third schools because I missed the hint in remote Gerudo. So the seed took an unnecessary longer path to complete for my side.
Yep.
But it happens.
For sure. Yeah, I guess Rando changes the hold R mechanic. Is like hold R in vanilla is supposed to give you Zora tunic, so why does Rando give you frog?
I mean, it technically gives you frog in vanilla.
Oh, does it?
Well, it starts a timer, right? But, I mean, you have the frog at that point.
Honestly, I forget. I guess you do get. I guess you do get frog from it, but I don't remember. Hold R bypasses the frog, gives you tuning. Or, yeah, that's mechanic. I haven't speedrun vanilla glitched in a long time, so forget a lot of these mechanics. But it was definitely weird that like you just hold R and you can't get the item from King Zora anymore.
But yeah, it reminds me that the very end was nerve-wracking going through the Exodus crater while I was walking out slowly. I did not think I was going to make that for a second.
Well, if you have any questions for either of us, like we'll answer them gladly. If chat has any questions extra for our runners, then this is pretty much the time. Otherwise, like, everyone kept saying this was a pretty terrible seed, but like, you see her now, like, okay, Ciela's AD, cool, your Foxu is required, cool, okay, everything is required, so just do everything.
Yeah, I went in through the seed with the full clear mindset. So
Yeah,
as soon I beat fire, I just entered fire again and let's go do full fire. Let's do everything. Let's just not waste time rerouting these things. I don't know where Bolero could be. There are 2 songs locked behind spirits. I don't know where the mirror should be. So I went for the full clear pretty early in the seed. Kind of paid off with the boomerang. But,
yeah, it was just finding the 30 hint, really.
Yeah, it
Definitely
was.
say so. I do have a question for you, Icenine. I got to talk a little bit with Luferns before their race. You know, the first race of season 6 here in brackets, and they were mentioning how the 4 Brazilian runners. Is this correct? You all play and practice together. Is this right?
Yeah, we kind of make a how should I say that? We are kind of a training camp with ourselves, pushing each other to perform better, doing some critics in gameplay logic, discussing races that are going on and so on. So we are kind of in a training camp.
Yeah,
it seems to have paid off for sure. I mean, all of you qualified for top 64, and you all seem, you know, like very strong runners. So really, hats off to you guys putting in that work, finding a group. Earl, anyone in particular that you might practice and train with, or is that not your bag exactly? Oh, may have lost Earl again.
I just want to. Yeah, I just want to do a shout out for the Random Brazil community. Since we speak the same language, it's kind of easier for us to communicate and share thoughts, gameplay, and so on with the game. So a huge thanks for the Random Brazil community. Also, they are restreaming this match, so thanks them as well. And thanks you guys for your amazing work commentating here and hosting this race and this entire tournament. Pretty much grateful for everything.
Appreciate it very much. Thanks for the show you're putting on, and otherwise I don't think we have much. I think we've gone through everything, so you want to take it over, Cubs?
What the fuck? You're actually expecting me to do something? Jesus.
Yes.
Look, I rolled.
about all the exciting action coming up on Zelda Speedruns.
I rolled this beauty. What else do you want from me?
Do your job.
What's that?
I don't know. I'm
Wait.
not a restreamer.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Oh yeah, right.
Now, GG to both of you. If nothing else, tonight shows that 1 or 2 decisions makes all the difference in the world, unfortunately. Also, check your hints. Check your hints, people! Now, as you can expect, well, no, we're not turning shield mode on. Twitch, please stop. We are in the midst of round 1. It's batshit crazy right now with what's on ZSR. I have no idea what's coming up on the schedule. I just know there's a lot, so please go check out the schedule. I want to say something like 15 races in the next 4 or 5 days. And this is after we've already had like 30. Sweet. It's like, dear God, it's getting kind of nuts. So, please check out the schedule. For what I know, we have 1 race tomorrow. No, 2 races tomorrow, 1 Thursday. Just keep an eye out. They'll all pop up there. Big shout out to both of our runners. If you aren't following them already, Icenine and EarlWeird. God, I can't even talk at this point. Please give them both a follow. Our trackers tonight, Lava Plume and ATM Shadow. Thank you both for pressing the buttons behind the scenes. And of course, our commentators letting me just take a nap for several hours. I appreciate it. Hagmani and Felix. No, this was something.
Yeah, you agree.
Going off here, guys. Have a great night. See you.
Have a good
Farewell.
Good luck in the future to both the runners.
Thanks. Thank you.
We're gonna go ahead. At this point, we'll go ahead and let Earl's finish play out on stream. Then we will head out. We'll find somebody to raid. I don't even know who's on at this point. Might just be GDQ. We'll see. But yes, enjoy the finish as we get toward the end here.
Let's see. How was the door fight?
It was clean.
Clean? Hell yeah. And clean execution to finish it off. Yeah, essentially Icenine knew to do 30 skulls, but yeah, because of the reasons Cubs is laying out. Well, this is a 1v1, so there is only two runners here.
No, I don't really want to dwell on a loss for you, Earl, but after you see that dot done, do you feel like you play a little better? Pressure's kind of off?
That is a weird question. I don't know.
I mean, some people
I don't
would
know
say...
how I would answer that.
That's why this phase racing just finished before racing caught up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Managing to find the time for a phase is my specialty.
God, I do the same in quals. If I don't get first, I'm 20 minutes behind first. I think I had a single qual where I wasn't just like 20 minutes behind first place.
That's my entire random history.
Yep.
What do you think of Season 6 thus far?
Definitely better than Season 5, that's for sure.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear.
Alright, with that finish here, we are going to head on out for the night. Thank you very much, everybody, for being here. Appreciate y'all. Everybody stay safe out there. Keep an eye on that schedule. We will have more for you tomorrow. Till next time. See y'all soon.
Until next time.
GG's.